Good morning, beautiful people. It is Wednesday, the 11th October. Welcome to TDA, the day after, the home of popular culture and your favorite news platform. And it's the home of popular culture, and it's decided by you, the culture. As always, brought to you by the best in the world. Introduce yourself, people.
They call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst. And of course, the melanin is super jam-packed.
And I am your boy, 6 foot plus of pure temptation, big mouth from the east side of the bridge. You already know what it is, Mr. No Behavior himself. Anyways, our beautiful babe Esther isn't here today, but big her up nonetheless. I'm sure she'll make an appearance in the chat at some point because she's always supporting us no matter where she is.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, let's get into our Black History Month segment.
Let's do it. Okay, so today, we're going to big up the beautiful country known as Tanzania.
I heard it's really nice there.
Yeah, man. I've never been.
Me neither.
But I've heard
this is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, man. Did you know, that Tanzania is a result of a unification of two countries? So Tanganyika and Zanzibar.
Zanzibar.
Yes. So, some people go Zanzibar Islands now, you see some nice pictures on the gram and whatnot. But yeah, man, Tanzania is the unification of those two countries. Zanzibar had a revolution in 1964. Another revolution that we need to hear more about, by the way. But this is like the majority black population running the Arab population out of there. He was suppressing and subjugating them. So we had enough, man. They ran them out of there and they freed themselves, you know what I'm saying? They didn't ask for help from other people and start begging and saying, please, please, please. No, they said enough's enough and got them the hell out of there. And then Tanganyika also, they got independence first in 1961. And then Zanzibar, like I said, in the revolution, 12th of January 1964. And then, yeah, man, they joined together, man, and they got their independence.
Pick up them.
It's also the largest country in East Africa.
Is it?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And also, again, this seems to be like a running theme across a lot of African countries, but this is one of the most linguistically diverse countries on the continent. There's around 120 ethnic groups, each of them speaking their own language. So, of course, it's not as much as Nigeria, you know what I mean? But still, 120 different ethnic groups. Swahili is one of the main languages. That's the lingua franca of the country. So 97% of the people speak that speak that language. So which means, obviously, most people speak more than one language, it seems. Also, it's one of the world's most biodiverse hotspots as well, thanks to its national parks. They've got the Eastern Arc Mountains, they've got coastal forests, they've got marines, freshwater systems, remarkable plant and animal species. About a third of the country's total area is protected by a certain degree as a national park, a game reserve, marine park, forest reserve. So it's very biodiverse, you know what I'm saying? A lot of greenery, and it's a beautiful country, like you're saying. Also, I think, was this like about Zimbabwe yesterday? They've got the big five as well. So they've got the African lion, they've got African leopards, they've got African elephants, Cape buffaloes, and black rhinos. So this is one of the few countries in the world that you can find all of these five.
I'm adding to my bucket list, man. I'm going to tour Africa, Had enough. I need to go. I can't just do one country. It don't make sense.
This is it. Also, while you're there, it's got Africa's tallest mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro.
Knew that.
Yeah. It stands at, almost 6,000 meters. That's 19 plus 1,000 feet above sea level. Crazy. And most people don't know, I didn't know anyway, they're comprised of 3 volcano peaks.
Is it?
Yeah, so it's got Kibo, which is dormant and could erupt again. They got Mawenzi and Shira, which are both extinct. But yeah, 3 volcano peaks. Did you know also approximately 30,000 people every year try to climb Mount Kilimanjaro?
How many die?
It doesn't say. Actually, it does. On average, the reported number of deaths is about 3 to 10 a year.
Oh, that's good. Good going.
You know what I mean? So
good ratio.
Yeah, it's decent, man. You know what I mean? Like if you go out a certain time of the year and they've already hit 10, increases the chances for you to survive. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful place. Also, it's a major international diplomatic hub. So Arusha City hosts the African Court of the African Union and is the capital of the East African Community as well. It's also known as the Geneva of Africa. You know what I'm saying? And it used to host the International Criminal Tribunal of Rwanda. So yeah, man, a lot of things happen in Tanzania, man. Also, as well, their cuisine is vastly diverse and pretty much is a reflection of its colonial influences, and also the migrants who've made it home, and obviously the natives as well. I say all that to say this. Basically, some of their notable foods, at least the first two that you see in a lot of lists, is chapati.
What's chapati again?
It's an Indian food, isn't it? Isn't it, Brent?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's an Indian food. It's also in Uganda. So
It's like a thin bread, isn't it?
yeah, like a flatbread. I don't think I can hear you in the mic, you know.
1 2 1 2. Probably can.
Yeah. So yes, it's a flatbread, which I believe, like Brent's saying, originated in India. So yeah, man. So I think a few East African countries, I think Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania as well, they have chapati as one of their notable dishes as well. But they also have pilau rice, man.
I like pilau rice.
Yeah, man. They got that in Tanzania, and they got something called ugali, right? I'm not too sure if Brent can put up on the screen. UGALI, and this is the most common staple food. It's due to its cheapness, and it's made from white maize and flour. So that's something that you're gonna find a lot of people eating in Tanzania. Yes, there you go. No, it's a lot of African countries have this, isn't it?
Yeah, I've noticed over the last couple of days, these foods, they're just studied. This is why everybody's so thick.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? You know, I ain't complaining though, man. Keep consuming.
Mm-hmm. And they got something else called nyama choma. So Nyama, and then choma is CHOMA. And this is like a lightly seasoned barbecue meat, typically made with goat meat, but it can be beef or chicken as well.
All right then. This is a bit of me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. What's it? Yamachuma.
Yep.
Come
nyama
on, man.
choma.
Yeah, that looks proper way. Why are you laughing for?
Proper way. Right, fair enough. That's a good. That's a good.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Mr.
just
Girls ain't got no insects or nothing wet over there.
but yeah, that's the main foods. That's the main foods. Notable people. They got someone by the name of Mohammed Dewji, who's Africa's youngest billionaire.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Net worth is about $1.5 billion. They got a musician by the name of Diamond Platnumz. I think. Ben, can you Google Diamond Platnumz, please? I think this is this brother, yeah, that I seen on one random show that I saw on Netflix one time. It's got Two-Face on it. It's almost like a love and hip hop type of show. I can't remember what it's called. That's him. Yeah, this guy apparently is huge. Yeah.
I
Neo.
said Neo.
He's a rapper. Like he's a rapper, sings as well, does everything, I guess. Yeah, but he's bare famous, like in Africa.
That's a serious name as well. Diamond Platinum.
Diamond Platnumz, yep. I think he was trying to steal what's that light skinned Chicago rapper? He's not like drill like that, but like he's from Chicago. It's not Chance. There's a next brother.
Oh, and he's hang with I know what you're talking about because he's changed that.
I can't remember his name. I think he's Ghanaian or something. It might be half Ghanaian.
The light skin. Oh.
I can't remember his name.
And I'm gonna do, if I'm not talking about the one I'm thinking about, this is just gonna hurt my head anyway. Oh, why is his name gone from my head? It's chat, help me out. I know we've got a delay, but shit.
See.
You're thinking of Bibi? No.
Nah.
Not Bibi. What's the other one called that I'm thinking of? If I remember
Vic Mensa.
That's it, Vic Mensa. You're thinking about the two that used to rap together.
See, and I'm not. Nah, it's not even the right one. But now I want to know his name.
Yeah, you're talking about Herbo,
Herbo and
and his name Bibi, the other guy.
is it?
Oh no, G Herbo, and there's the next brother, the light skinned brother.
It might be. Is it Bibi?
It might be. It sounds familiar. But I think you're talking about them too.
That's what I thought you were talking about. You talking about Vic Mensa?
Yeah, Vic Mensa.
Oh, I don't listen to Vic.
Okay. Yeah, him. But yeah. Anyway, I mentioned him because I think on that show, this guy was trying to steal Vic Mensa's babes, isn't it? On the show, this diamond platinums guy.
Did it work? Did he get?
I didn't keep watching the show. To be fair, I wasn't interested in it. To be fair, so I don't know what happened in the end. But I think I did see her kind of talking about how she can't do the long distance, innit? So I don't know. Maybe he was somewhat successful in the beginning. Anyway, the last person I did want to mention though is the great Julius Nyerere, and he was the first president of Tanzania. So he was a legendary guy as well, man. So big up to him. Forever will be remembered by every Pan-Africanist and, of course, the people of Tanzania as well. So he was influential during the whole 60s, the 50s. You know, people like Jomo Kenyatta, Kwame Nkrumah, all those, Patrice Lumumba, all those pivotal people in the 50s and 60s that was fighting for independence in their countries. He was one of them that was fighting for independence in Tanzania. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. And they got their independence 9th of December, 1961.
All right, then big up Tanzania, man. Any more for any more?
That's it.
All right, that's great. Then let's get into our first headlines of the day.
Try something for me. Do this and this. And do this.
This. Is that how you do it? What are you doing? Diamond, what are you telling me to do? Show me. Now what?
Put it like this away from your face a bit.
Does that work?
No, put it next to your face.
Now what?
Do it again.
Wait a second. What are we doing there?
Yeah, the heart.
Heart. Right next to my face. Now what?
No, just in front of your face.
Here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Did you see this now? They had hearts come out from it.
Yeah, that's it.
No,
Okay.
wait, I missed it.
Don't worry. Do this, just the one. No, not the two, because you know what happens with the two. All right, that's the balloons with the two.
What? I'm triggering that.
Can you not see it? What else can you do?
What?
Thumb up.
What the
Thumb
fuck?
up. Do a
One
thumb up.
second.
A thumb.
1 second. Where's the hearts? I never see the hearts.
Because I think because you have the antlers.
Okay, wait.
Oh.
So.
Yes, do that.
No, this ain't working.
Don't. They have to keep it for 2 seconds. Keep it for 2 seconds. Because it happened just now. There you go.
Oh my god.
So you can send your babes something subliminally. Do a thumb up. Do a thumb
1
up.
second, because I'm gonna rinse this one. Hey! Different, yeah, Lim. It's changed now. What else is there? What else is there?
Thumb up. Mama was asking how that was happening before.
Yeah.
You know, I know.
Oh, serious? So you didn't know? It's just
gestures
random?
on iOS 17. So you could do it all the time now.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, the other ones, but I can't remember it.
I got
There's
two.
lightning, there's lasers. Can't remember what the lasers was. But you can Google it and then the past time.
What's places?
Yeah, I don't think it's that. But
Oh, so.
anyway, sorry about that. Headlines, yes?
Yeah, headlines, please.
All right, so our first headline, yeah. I don't know. When I saw this, yeah, I just felt like, I don't know what this guy is on, yeah. But anyway, this is the Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelensky. And he said on Tuesday that the violence engulfing Israel and Gaza risked distracting international attention from the war in his own country. So this guy is just concerned about people forgetting about what's going on in Ukraine.
Ah, okay.
Can you imagine? So he was in an
It's on a
interview.
selfish flow.
You know what I'm saying? This guy was in an interview with France 2 broadcaster, with a France 2 broadcaster, pardon me. And he said there's a risk that international attention will turn away from Ukraine. The tragedies affecting Ukraine and Israel are different, but both are immense. That's all from him.
Didn't Putin also come out and say that they're going to be supporting Palestine?
Oh, is it? I haven't heard that, you know. Very interesting.
I think that's what they said. Let me double check that before I repeat it.
Very interesting. Why are you double checking that? The second headline, and this is something that we spoke about on the Monday. We kind of touched on it again on the Tuesday, and it seems to be here right now, man. And apparently, Suella Braverman has told senior police officers that waving a Palestinian flag or singing a chant advocating freedom for Arabs in the region may be a criminal offence.
Yeah, that's just gonna.
You hear that?
Wait, a criminal offence where though? Here.
Here. Waving a Palestinian flag, let me repeat it, or singing a chant advocating freedom for Arabs in the region may be a criminal offence.
These man can't. But that's just gonna cause more problems than it's worth because no one ain't gonna start waving their flags.
It's crazy. It's
What's
crazy.
the worst that's gonna happen? Like, who cares? Like, they should just all go out on the streets, like thousands of them, and just go wave their flags together. What are you gonna do? Arrest all of them? Police stations would be full. You couldn't even police that. If they really,
That is
if
true.
you really wanted to, that they couldn't even police that. They're just wasting their time. Just get a whole bag of them, make them walk down the street and sing the song and wave the flag. See what they do. Idiots.
But then again, you never know. They might start targeting certain people, and then their jobs, for example, could be at stake. They might start doing that tactic. It's
There was
terrible.
people. I see some girl post an email, like, because she must have tweeted something. Yeah, and someone, I don't know if it's in support of Palestine or whatever, and someone found it and tried to send it to her workplace, asked for her immediate dismissal. You get me? But
Imagine.
yeah, but the workplace was thing, to be fair. There was like, they saw it, and obviously it's freedom of speech, and she's got a right to support whatever, and like, she won't be getting dismissed. It's just weird that people go into all them extents just to.
This is it.
It's crazy.
This is it. So basically, in a letter to the chief constables in England and Wales, the Home Secretary urged them to clamp down on any attempts to use flags, songs, or swastikas to harass or intimidate members of the Jewish community. I don't know where the swastikas are.
I'm gonna say, is a swastika liked into the flag?
This is what they do. They just lump it in together, and then they criminalize everybody. But her words, which follow deadly attacks by Hamas on the Israelis and a military response, will deeply concern freedom of speech advocates and members of the Muslim community. In the letter, Braverman said police should not restrict themselves to potential offences related to the promotion of Hamas, which is a proscribed organisation. She said, it's not just explicit pro-Hamas symbols and chants that are a cause for concern. These are her words, right? I would encourage police to consider whether chants such as, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, should be understood as an expression of a violent desire to see Israel erased from the world, and whether its use in certain contexts may amount to a racially aggravated Section 5 public order offence. This is what she's raised.
This is tough, man. They are just stoking the fire. I think they're prepping us. You know, it's going to be a big war.
For what though?
World war, man. Armageddon, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Early.
Sad times, man. It is sad times, man.
I like how you just instinctively just knew how to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
For the people who are listening on Spotify, basically, Mark did a thumb down, so we're not laughing at the headline.
Yeah.
Anyway, earlier, Cleverly, who is the Foreign Secretary, he called on supporters of Palestine to stay at home after protests in London. The Foreign Secretary also said there's no necessity for people to come out. It causes distress. This is a difficult and delicate situation.
But to be fair, she's got the same mindset that you got.
Me?
Yeah, you said that because you said
Yes.
you said that you can't, if you're pro-Palestine, you're pro-Hamas.
Yeah, I'm saying, how do you separate the two?
You said you can't separate the two. You said essentially you can't separate the two.
Yes.
Yeah,
So then that means she's following you.
Yes.
Potentially.
She heard him yesterday.
potentially.
She was
Potentially.
listening live.
You know what? TDA is getting out there, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind. Actually, I'm anyway. No, but people should be able to you know, I believe in freedom of speech in it. So on both sides, that's how I see it.
Yeah,
but
but it sounds like freedom of speech is about to get you in trouble. And that's only really happen in certain countries, right? Where you start talking about politicians and you disappear, or you might be a journalist and you can't even say certain things.
This is it.
So, God forbid that happens over here.
Yeah, 100%. But again, we saw this happening because remember you mentioned it on Monday, And then Tuesday we spoke about it yesterday. And now it's official. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
wild. I never thought I'd see that over here.
It's mad. It's because of how much they support Israel.
So what else are they going to say you can't talk about? What's next, really? They're saying you can't talk about Israel now. What more?
To be fair, I feel like everybody else you can criticize. Israel is just out of bounds.
That's
how I see
crazy
it.
though when you think about it. You know, like even if you look on Twitter and all that, you can say certain things about black people, whatever.
Yeah.
But you don't see those, the same level of talk about Israel or Jews or wherever.
Not at all. Not at all. It's funny you say that as well, because that's part of the topic of the day as well.
Okay.
So we'll get into that. But our last headline, Holly Willoughby, she's told ITV that she's not going to be returning, man, to this morning.
Is that after they tried to get her, yeah? Is that the same girl that then got kidnapped? No, I'm thinking of another presenter. Sorry, it was another white presenter they tried to kidnap her. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear about
Thought it
that.
was Willoughby, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, Willoughby's the one that was with
Schofield.
Yeah, that guy.
So why is she not returning?
Well, she said on Instagram, I have let ITV know today that after 14 years, I will not be returning to this morning. She's 42 years old, right? She's been absent from this morning since last Thursday. You're right.
See?
You're right. After a 36-year-old man was charged with an alleged plot to kidnap and murder her. That person might be calling to say you're right. But she said, to everyone who has ever worked on the show over the years, thank you so much. This is such a difficult goodbye. You are incredible and I'll forever be proud of what we've done together. Thank you to everyone at ITV for being supportive. To every guest who has sat on our sofa, thank you. Sad, man.
We get a caller?
Good morning.
Hey, you're right.
Who's speaking?
Hi. It's Chims. It's Chims still.
Walk on, Chims. What are you telling me?
Yeah, man. Bro. One time, I'm trying to hear from E, man. One see. So like, with the whole situation right now with Israel and Hamas, I guess, where do you stand? You yourself, if you don't mind me asking.
What concerning the entirety of the situation or this recent event?
To be fair, both.
I feel like they're different things. I feel like Palestine shouldn't have had their home taken from them, to be honest with you. I don't see how overnight people can just claim and say, oh, this is our land, and come there and take it, just start drawing lines in the map. We've seen British people do this for centuries, to be fair.
Yeah.
But regarding this incident, the most recent one, it's sad, man, that Hamas can obviously take things into their own hands and just start killing innocent people. Innocent people on both sides are dying for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't say for no reason, but I'm against it, man. I don't think innocent people should be dying because of this type of stuff. But at the same time, and this is, again, we'll touch on this briefly in topic of the day, but this is why the media is so instrumental in certain things, because like I mentioned yesterday as well, 250 Palestinians have died this year alone prior to this incident. And we're not hearing about it on the news. You know what I'm saying? When 250 people die in Israel,
to be honest,
we hear it immediately.
Yeah.
You know, so
I won't lie. I'm with you on this one still. I think it's a situation where like the media, we don't really understand. Like I don't understand why they like portray it in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've researched it and I've looked at how Israel became to be Israel and all this stuff. I'm Christian as well. So like I believe in God and I believe in the God of Israel, and at the same time also still understand like international politics. I can't understand how I actually can't understand how this whole situation is actually happening. In terms of like the rest of the world being on the side that is, you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel conflicted though as a Christian that supports that sees it the way you see it, but as a Christian believing in the God of Israel and all that type of stuff, do you believe that Israel should have a right to that land? Because that's biblical. That's a biblical promise.
For me, no.
Okay, Cool.
I don't feel conflicted.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't feel conflicted. I think God directed things as it should happen.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. When you say like God promised that land, you on about Palestine?
Yeah. That area that is Israel today.
No, but God didn't promise that to them though.
Oh, so who did he promise it to? Or what would you say is Israel's homeland then? That was promised to them in the scriptures.
It was an area of land, but I don't think like there's confirmation of where God said it should be. No one said it should be Palestine though.
Yeah, it is. It's Jerusalem, isn't it? Jerusalem and the surrounding area. So you've got Israel and you had Judah. There were two kingdoms back then, right? But unified, that was the entirety of Israel.
Sorry. What do you mean? Where's Jerusalem? Jerusalem is in Israel.
Yeah, but that's because Israel exists today. it didn't exist before 1948. You know what I'm saying? So prior to that, Jerusalem wouldn't have been in Israel because there was no Israel. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you on about then?
He's lost you.
I'm basically
yeah, man. Yeah,
no, he's making sense. You're just not following.
I'm basically saying that prior to 1948, there was no Israel didn't exist, right, as a state, right? But Jerusalem did. Jerusalem's always existed. Well, since it was founded anyway.
No. That you know, I get that part. That part in terms of like, because the Brits after the war, it got given to the Jews that area of land.
Yeah.
But like, no one said Palestine was included in that. Like that part. When you're saying it's biblical, that part is what I'm asking. Like, I don't remember the part in the Bible where it said, "Yeah, this land as well. That's for you, big man." No, I don't remember that.
No, it's there. Basically, it's because.
Where is it? Where? What do you mean?
So that land, that area, Jerusalem, right? That entire area. If you go back,
you're saying that area. You're saying Palestine is part of Jerusalem.
Of course, prior to 1948, of course it is. There was no Israel then. You know what I'm saying? Like Israel's been partitioned.
Where are you getting that from? By the way,
from I don't know maps. Do you get what I'm trying to say though? Like you know Israel, right? It's been partitioned, isn't it? So in an ideal situation from both sides, like for example, if you look at the PLO is talking about we don't mind having our partition and governing ourselves as Palestine, right? To the right of that, or whatever, no, not exactly to the right, but basically the adjacent country is Israel, right? But prior to 1948, there was no Israel. That entire area, landmass, was Palestine. So Jerusalem was in Palestine. Do you get what I'm saying?
No. Okay, yeah, to be fair, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
But like Israel, by the way, if we're speaking biblical, I can do that. Biblical, like Israel is like the people. Do you get it? Like Israel is just the people. Israel was never a nation or like a landmass kind of space. It was the promised land.
What was the promised land?
But it was never like the Middle East. It was never the Middle East and Palestine.
Why do you think that?
I would say that just based off like the man them walking as they did, bro. Like it was just Israel, just Israel. Do you know what I mean? So, okay. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that it was definitely that because then we'll have to start speaking about the Egyptians and that. You know what I mean? Because
let me try and understand what you're saying there. Are you saying basically more so for you, how you see it is Israel, when the Bible refers to Israel, is more so the people, right? And not necessarily a particular land mass. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was never a place of land.
Okay, so you're basically saying that when God promised Israel a particular homeland, that homeland wasn't specified.
It was meant to be a place of peace when they're at one with God.
Okay.
That's Canaan.
That's
yeah. You understand? Exactly, yeah. But the thing is, if you talk to Orthodox Jews, that's what they'll say.
No, but
that's what they'll say because at this time they don't even believe in our Jesus. Do you know what I mean? So what are we saying there?
No, but Jesus got nothing to do with Israel and having a landmass. You know what I'm saying? King David wasn't just king of a people that were wanderers. He was king of a land. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you believe the biblical narrative, King David was actual king of a particular area. So like Brent just said, prior to that, their promised homeland was to go into Canaan, right? Again, obviously, there's disputes from scholars about if it was Canaan or if they were really in Canaan anyway. But that aside, they were meant to go and inhabit a land that was occupied by other people, by the way, right? Hence, Joshua going in there and, you know, all that type of stuff. And the wars, right? Cool. But years later, when Israel established itself with King Saul, King David, King Solomon, there was an actual landmass. And their descendants also had Judah. So Judah and Israel split. But long story short, as a whole, when they unified, they had a particular area. That area is Palestine today. This is the reason why you get Jewish people, Israeli people talking about that area was originally ours. Because they believed King David, who they say is their ancestor.
Ours? Wait, sorry, do you say ours?
Yeah, ours as in, I'm speaking for them, not for me. Ours as in the Israelis, yeah. So they're saying it was theirs, you know what I'm saying? Because their ancestor, King David, ruled that particular area, and it was promised to them by God. Do you get what I'm saying? But obviously, they've been exiled from that particular area many times over the course of history. So when you come back to recent history now, that entire area is Palestine. Do you get where I'm coming from? But Jerusalem, the capital, still existed. So Jerusalem essentially was the capital of Palestine. It existed in Palestine. Do you get what I'm saying? There was no Israel prior to 1948. It didn't exist.
Wait, have you read the Bible?
Yes.
Have you read the Revelation and also Daniel?
Yeah, but I'll need to know what you're talking about specifically.
Yeah. So what's Christ coming back to?
So you're talking about when Christ comes back and then there's a new Jerusalem, a new Zion, and all that type
Exactly.
of stuff. That's completely different. That's different. You remember, like
it can't be different. No, it can't be different because it can't be different because it's what we believe in.
No, I'll tell you why it's different. What I'm trying to say to you is, remember you said earlier that Israel don't even believe in Christ. Jews don't believe in Christ. So, but they've still been promised.
Yeah, because they're the people that killed him.
All right, cool. But what I'm trying to say to you is, he's been the Jews believe that particular area has been promised to them. They're not looking to Christ to come back and give it to them. They're seeing it as this is our promise from God. So they're seeing it as fine. This is ours, and whatever type of way we can get it, this is the way we're gonna basically get it, right? The whole thing you're talking about afterwards, that's a prophecy for Christians that Christians care about. You know what I'm saying? But this is also the reason why Christian evangelists.
Which is what I am.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is what I am.
100%, right?
Yeah.
But you have to also remember, this is the reason why Christian evangelists are really for supporting Israel, because they believe once Israel has that land, Christ will come quicker. Christ is not going to come out of the sky and then just blow everyone away and take the land. Do you know what I'm saying?
No one said that. What do you mean? Like you're telling us like, what do you mean? Like Christ will just come and blow away the land? That's not how it happens, bro.
So how is it going to happen? How is Christ going to come back and occupy that land and form this new Jerusalem?
If you read the Bible, like it will say, no one will come. You understand? Like, it will be like a thief in the night, and we won't know when he will come. There will be a lot of false prophets that will proclaim that it will be their land, or it will be their space, or he will be the guy to follow. But we will never follow that unless you follow Christ.
Are you conflating the rapture and this time period as well?
I'm not conflating them. I'm just telling you what I've read in terms of when the end times are, and I'm telling you this isn't that.
Okay, let me. Okay. I guess that's just your perspective, but a lot of Christian people believe that particular land will come about by whatever means, and the sooner it belongs to Israel, the sooner Christ will come back to rule that land in the new Jerusalem.
That's on them.
That's what I'm saying to you. But this is the reason why people believe it.
What do you mean? Like, so you're saying you're saying there's Christians that agree with the killings from Israel for the sake of their land?
1,000,000%.
I don't know.
Do you watch God Channel?
Like, I've never met a Christian that does.
Oh, you don't watch
Unless
God Channel.
You are.
You don't watch God Channel.
You
don't watch God Channel. Do you watch God Channel?
No, I don't.
All right then. That's fine. If you watch God Channel, then people who hold like huge mega churches,
Jesse
evangelists,
Duplantis and them, man.
all them people there. What's the other guy? The white guy, big.
Benny Hill.
No, is it Bob?
Fluffy fella.
It's not Higgins. It's
White hair.
yeah.
I think I know what you're on about.
The guy's always talking about supporting Israel. Always talking about the United States need to go and support Israel
Yeah,
to
he's
claim
American,
that
yeah.
land. American.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
That is almost part and parcel of U.S. Christian theology.
And big man, I'm not part of US
That's fine, but you have to
Christian
remember
theology. I'm
that's
part
fine.
of the body of Jesus Christ.
that's beautiful. that's beautiful, but you have to
Get it.
recognize that the other side exists, and that other side is huge. So because you don't know about it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It's there, and Christian people are influencing the U.S. government as well as Jewish people to support Israel today. That's what's happening.
So what's the point that you're trying to make? Do you want
You know how mad it is that you don't believe the same
Christianity
thing
to
and
be
you
in
can't even
support
agree?
of
See how
Israel?
divisive this stuff is. Like, I hate it, you know. Honest to God.
Who believes in the same thing?
Him and Chims.
Oh, serious?
Of course, they're both Christians. They're both reciting from the same book. They got different views on the exact same thing that they believe. They both believe the same thing. Like,
Oh, I think I understand what you're saying. They follow the same God, but they have different perspectives. That's
but-
just life.
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, religion and stuff is just all divisive. All these things, all these tools that these people are using, the language that Corella's using, and all this kind of things. It's just all just to keep us apart and just divide us.
Yeah.
And it's just really,
Let's just dash the Bible away, right?
I don't know. It's just saddening to me, man. I just don't like it. But go on. Sorry, continue.
Go, Jim. You're
Oh,
saying.
yeah, one sec. Sorry. Just to respond to Mark. Sorry. Just to respond to Mark here.
Hey.
Huh?
Bro, it doesn't have to be like, it's not like the faith isn't meant to be like disparaging to anyone. When I say like Christianity, it's actually based on love. That's where Christ came. So that's the difference. Christian is based off Christ. You get it? So Christ came for the sake of love for everyone. You know what I mean? So each time that every man that robbed the shop, anybody that lied to their mom, anybody that has changed their sex, anybody that thinks that they're gay, all that stuff, that's all covered within Christ. Do you understand? Like that's where Christianity comes. Like all those things, as a Christian, you have to be ready to deal with it. That's what being a Christian means. Do you get it?
I'm with you.
Christianity is everything, bro. Christianity is everything.
James, let me ask you something. Yeah, when Christ comes back, yeah, how is he going to take, or form the New Jerusalem? In your opinion?
Might make a 12.
Sorry, man, that was funny to be fair. No, when Christ comes back, it'll be the New Jerusalem, and that will be just based off after everyone's been judged.
No. How is he going to do it though? So when you say everyone's
After
been,
everyone's,
what does that
yeah,
judgment look
after everyone's been
like?
judged.
Are you talking about judgment in terms of going to heaven or hell, or what do you mean?
Yeah, heaven or hell.
So everyone like would have been dead. Is that what you mean?
No, everyone won't be dead. Everyone won't be dead. It will just be everyone will rise up. That's biblical. Everyone will rise up
From where?
from if they've not been judged. If they've not been judged,
The ashes like the phoenix.
then
So
everyone will
topic of
come.
the day, please,
Everyone will
by any
come
chance,
for
guys?
the. Everyone will rise up for the sake of Judgment Day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but basically they were all dead. Basically.
It's definitely his
Yeah,
fault, but
right
we're going
now
to get into all this
everyone's dead.
again. We're going to get into all this again on topic of the day, I'm sure.
That's true. Chims, we have to move on to topic of the day, man.
Yeah, say less, bro.
Thank you very
Alright,
much.
man.
for your
Appreciate the call, though,
contribution,
man.
James. Always appreciated.
All right, no worries, man. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Topic of the day.
Yeah, now, please, can we get into topic of the day, please, guys? Feeling it's going to be like a Groundhog Day. So, yeah,
To be
let's go.
fair, it won't be entirely.
Okay.
So basically, yeah, today, topic of the day, I thought something lighthearted in part. And I thought, let's call it the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Okay.
So we're gonna play 3 different clips, 4 technically. But it's gonna be 3 different clips or whatever, as a group, and basically just
Rate
kind
them.
of talk about it.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
cool.
Briefly.
So we're not rating them. We're just talking about.
Yeah, we're just talking about it briefly. So, Brent, if you don't mind, can you play the good?
Let's see what we got.
And so this first clip is a question. Do you think this is a good thing? Should we operate like this? Right? It's going to be random videos.
Okay. None of them are linked.
Nah.
Okay.
Gorgeous.
Hey, thank
How you
you.
doing?
How are you?
I'm alright. Why you got that on though?
What do you mean?
I'm not really dressed for a date.
I mean, I'm really just here for the free food, so.
Okay. Well, Yubi's coming over after?
I don't really do that on the first date.
Oh, now. I have to drop you right here, man. No beat, no eat.
All right. Nice
All right.
meeting you.
Me, you too. Have a good one. Unfollow me. Wow. You're gorgeous.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm alright. Why you got that on though?
What do you mean?
That's cold.
I'm not really dressed for a date.
I mean, I'm really just here for the free food, so.
Okay. Well, Yubi's coming over after?
I don't really do that on the first date.
Oh, now. I have to drop you right here, man. No beat, no eat.
All right. Nice
All right.
meeting you.
Me, you too. Have a good one.
I mean, I heard them, and that's equal opportunities. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, they both laid it on the line about what they wanted. She didn't even make the effort to come to dinner.
I remember seeing someone was saying something recently about if you really want to get someone out of your life, tell them the truth. You know, that's the easiest, because if they can deal with the truth and they stay, then fair enough, innit? But if they can't, then most people want the truth, but once they hear it, it's like, did I really want to hear that type of thing? And then it's a problem. So
I think that's calm because it wasn't one-sided, if that makes sense.
but that's a joke though.
Yeah, no, but even
I
in real
see
life,
what-
I'm saying,
I
in
see
reality,
what-
it could work because it wasn't one-sided. It wasn't like one person just being brutally honest and being rude or whatever. They was both doing it, so they couldn't take offense to what Eva said. They had
no
both had their
beat,
own
no
motives, isn't it? You get me?
No beat, no eat. It's cold.
Yeah, no, but that's just as cold as not getting dressed up and saying, I'm just really here for the food. You know what I'm trying to say? That's wicked. That's cold. You know what I'm trying to say? So
People are not that honest though. That's the thing though.
that will cut out a lot of bullshit though.
100%.
Save people money, save them petrol money, save them
Everything.
save them cold hard cash for dinner. You know what I'm trying to say? All of that.
100%.
I'm with that. I could work like that, man.
Okay.
I could work like that instead of wasting people's
So
time.
we're not
and
rating that. We just took. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you think it's a good thing, basically.
Yeah. I can appreciate that.
Okay.
So I'm saying I can appreciate that.
Ben, what do you think?
I don't think he is telling the truth.
Who, me?
No, Rich.
About what? About appreciate the truth.
I think if it is that you took the time to actually get ready, meet this girl, and then that conversation happened. I don't
No,
think
but
you're picking on the car.
that guy took the time to get ready. He's saying she didn't take the time to get ready. So what's your point?
No, I don't think that conversation would go like that with you.
Oh, so, okay. So how would it go then, Brent? Come, please.
I think you would go through with the dinner.
Or as in like if
Because you're a
she.
decent
Yeah,
human
you'd
being.
still try. You'd be like, whatever, bitch.
in your head.
In your head.
In your head.
In your head.
Yeah.
Okay. No beat, no eat. Bro.
Because to be fair, obviously, but that's different. The concept of that is everybody telling the truth, innit? But then
Yeah.
when people say that stuff when they're lying. Like there's girls who say, oh, I don't slam on the first date. I don't go home
But
on the
then
first
they
date.
do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then we've both been in situations where like that might have happened, and it's not that we've had that conversation. Oh, no beat, no eat, such and such, and then went through with it. But we've just got to a point where she's saying she doesn't do X, Y, Z, and then she's done it.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why Brent's saying if she said that to you, you'd probably still go through with the dinner.
I'm in two minds now, man. Honestly, in two minds now. Interesting.
So, kind of question: do you really date a girl to expect?
No, it's not, I in this day and age, I don't really want to expect anything other than me getting to know you.
But let's have it right. A good date ends with pom pom, innit? Everybody knows this.
I
preferred
second
date.
that.
Huh?
A preferred date?
I'm just saying a good date. A
good
sign
date.
of a good
Yeah.
date. It ends
Is that the sign of-
with pom pom.
For both of y'all.
I mean,
Well, you clipping this shit.
It's
What?
marking it down.
I'm just saying it. I'm just saying that. Hey, plenty of times the man them knowing it. Even girls know sometimes. Like, so a girl knows when she wants to sleep with you. Do you know that, right? Like, come on, man. Like, you know that, right? So, It's like when you come into a dance or something, you can see when a girl's looking at you, you instantly know that she's feeling you more times. Sometimes, but you know, what do I know? No, guy trying to live on a Wednesday morning.
So a good date ends with sex.
That's a cold hard fact. There's good dates that have ended without sex.
Yeah, 100%.
Plenty of them. I've even had them.
I can't use that.
Sorry.
No, I won't labour on this. I've got What do you think, Emmanuel? What do you think?
I think a great day ends with you realizing you want to spend the rest of your life with this woman.
Oh, I'm not even talking about that, but
okay.
I like that you've answered that.
Oh, I tried.
I'm talking about the question you've asked us in the first place after watching that particular thing.
I think it's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think it does take away the chase, and it takes away the need for game. It takes away you being able to, I don't want to say competition, but friendly, striving for something and attaining it. You know what I'm saying? And both parties enjoying that journey. Right? You know what I'm saying?
I hear. Some man love the chase, innit?
This is it. Yeah, man.
Some man love the chase, and some man just want to get in there.
Oh
like,
my
somewhere.
God, gentlemen, what are we doing to?
The legend.
Well, what are we doing today? The girl ain't even here, man. There's no need to sweep way up the thing.
Right, what are you saying? What are you suggesting?
About the end of the rest of my life with you, and I've had a good day. There's no pum pum at the end. Stop the blood clot foolishness. You mugs, you ain't never had a good date yet without getting some pum pum at the end, brother.
No,
You
I'm
sat
not gonna
back,
lie.
went home, made
No,
your mad
you know what? It's rare circumstances, but I have. And I actually appreciated that I felt like that at the end of the day, and we didn't even have sex, and I doubled back and done it again. You're telling me you never had, or you couldn't enjoy a date that didn't end in sex?
Yep.
That you say it's impossible?
110%. It's impossible.
So you're...
What do you mean I went out of my way. I wasted my time when I could have been making money or doing something more constructive with my time. And I went home to sit down and fall asleep by myself.
So what you're essentially saying is you're incapable of building meaningful connections with someone without physicality?
No. A meaningful connection is exactly that. She gave me some That's a meaningful connection.
I said without physicality.
What are you talking about?
No, because remember, I'm on your side here. I believe a good date ends in pom. I believe a great date ends in pom pom. But you have to, especially if you're dating and you've met people, you must have enough about you or met someone that you can rock with on that level, that you enjoyed their company, you'd be prepared to see them again, you like stuff about them that had nothing to do with sex, bro. Or that means the quality of people you're meeting ain't necessarily good.
No. Like, I'll say this, and I'll be honest with it. Men and women ain't really friends. The girls that you're friends with, the reason why you are friends with them is because there's a reason for you not to have sex with them. But we don't really have the same things that we get on and have interest in. Like, when we're sitting here talking about the reaction, Esther's not exactly involved.
Yeah, no.
Neither is Jim.
But I know girls that like
Let's
sports.
be
You know what it
fair.
is? I think you got to speak for yourself, because I'm a very liberal person, and people always tell me that I can't be friends with people with women that I have sex with. But I'm living proof that I actually can. And there's people that I actually value as friends, that I have meaningful relationships with, that are not serious like that. I would say it's casual, friendly vibe that I rate more than just the sex, and I could have sex with them. So obviously you can't see that because you don't do that, innit? You and gal ain't friends, but I've got girls that I'm friends with, and just because I've had sex with them doesn't mean they're not my friend. And I don't care what anybody says. Useless opinions is useless opinions. I just could talk about my life and my truth, innit? You feel me?
I've seen you have this debate with on no behavior.
I have it all the time.
With the right. And I'm sorry, but I'm with him. I'm sorry, but I'm with him. Most of the time, yeah, there are girls who I have who are friends, but there's probably a reason why we're friends and why we haven't chopped. More than
but if the circumstances arise, especially if they're like attractive enough to you or whatever it may be, you'd smoke them. That doesn't mean they're not your friend.
Oh,
bro.
hell yeah.
Exactly. So what then? That doesn't mean they're not your friend, though.
If I haven't already smoked it, there's probably a reason why. So we're probably friends by default, as opposed to friends by like,
oh, this is the person I'm gonna ring. See, when I come home or when a circumstance happens or on the road, or there's certain subjects that I can't even begin to talk to them about because there's no point. They're not gonna understand that world. It's a different world.
Yeah, but life's about a balance, and when you have female friends and when you have different conversations and you get different perspectives, obviously there's bare things that women can't relate to, or even whether it be not just as because they're women, maybe because it's a road aspect of what you're talking about or whatever. But when you're just constantly getting the same information from the same people and like-minded individuals that's not challenging nothing that you're saying or not got a different perspective or whatever, you get a very tunnel vision to things. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, there's nothing wrong with getting a different outlook.
I know, echo chamber.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with getting a different perspective from things. That's why you should speak to guys. That's why you should have women in your life that you can talk to and have casual conversations with about everything so you can get a different side of things. I can't just phone Rich for everything. Rich is an idiot.
But that's what my cousins are for. That's what my girl cousins are for.
You're predictable. This guy's an idiot. I love you, bro. Oh my god.
No, but you get it though. You know,
And
I'm not gonna lie. I've not always had this mindset. I went to an all boys school. I never went to college and stuff. I never actually had platonic friends when I was younger. It's only as I'm growing older and I've managed to build relationships with women that I haven't had sex with or whatever it may be, and realize the benefits of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to an extent, there is a benefit to it, but I think that if it's mainly done out of the inability to be able to get the coochie off the girl in the first place.
Yeah, but I don't really have that inability. I don't really struggle with getting. You know what I'm saying?
It's not inability to say it like that. It's to say like there are some women who you're obviously not going to be attracted to. Not every woman is attractive to you. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we can be friends. Yeah, we're cool. Like I have people like that. I have women who, like, even if it was on the table, I wouldn't take it.
Really?
That's crazy.
Kevin?
Crazy.
Oh no, there are a few women. There are a few women because I'm particular. I'm not a lover of the chubby ones.
Oh, so that don't count if you're not attracted to them. Is there any women that you would find that you would deem attractive or good enough for you, and they would put it to you on a plate, have it on a table, and you not take it? Does that exist? Because if you're not attracted to them, then it doesn't count. It's a non-starter anyway.
Yeah, but that's my point. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying that we can be friends if that's not on the table. If that's on the table, then we're not friends.
But okay.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, Kevin.
Like, so no, to me, a date where I've gone out and I've spent money and I've given up time and energy.
You say you need to.
Nah,
I need something.
Yeah, that's a bad deal, brother. That's a bad deal. You wasted my time. I was better off just staying at home, innit? Or going gym.
But you know what the thing is though, Kevin, yeah? That's obviously because in your mind, when you're going on this amazing date, right, you're thinking one of the purposes of this date is for you to get that at the end. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody's going with the intention of thinking, you know what, I'm dating for a purpose, I want to settle down, I'm at that time in my life, you don't necessarily want this woman or this man to behave in the same way as previous women and previous men they've dated. You know what I'm saying? You want something different. And the connection between the mind, the physical, and leaving it there rather than taking it to someone's house or hotel, whatever, is more important. So if you don't get the other part, like Marks is saying, you may walk away thinking, you know what, I'm happy it didn't go down that route. You know what I'm saying? It makes you value it a bit more. You know what I'm saying? And put more effort into it. Otherwise, you group that same individual as everybody else. What's different about it? You could have settled down with any one of them.
Everyone's the same, bro. Everyone's the same, bro. Let's have it funky. Like when you look into psychology, there's about 5 different personality types. They're affected by culture and things like religion and a few things which is involved in culture in itself. But there's not that many different personality types in the world. Most gal are the same, just like most men them are the same for the most part. I mean, we have our individual differences here and there. They're few and far between though, but for the most part, people are generally the same. Like, we're not as special as we like to think that we all are.
I hear you, man.
I don't hear you. But that's right.
No, I was just saying.
Tell me something. Like, how come they don't communicate before this date stuff? how come expectations aren't already on the table? Why are you now finding out in the car that she's not on this?
Because a lot of people are playing games and a lot of open, honest communication ain't
Everyone
something
does mistake.
that people is
So-
not something that everybody has.
It will be on Kevin to be fooled and get vexed if he meets up with somebody and then they tell him that's not happening. Right? Because he's wasted his time.
Oh, that's why
He didn't
I am
communicate
how I
in the
am,
first
bro.
place.
Yeah,
All right, so this is all on him.
yeah, it's true. It's not on
I
there.
hear you.
Kevin, thank you very much
Thanks
for
for
the
your
call.
call, Kev, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Kevin woke up and had a nice hot cup of misogyny.
All right, so our second part, right? So this is the bad. So yeah, I thought that was gonna be lighthearted, but
That was lighthearted.
it was lighthearted.
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
like-
But some people are making outrageous comments. Please, guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Relax.
saw one
It's
of
not.
them.
It's
One
not.
of
It's
them
not
comments
that.
look crazy.
Yeah,
man,
it's not that
still.
serious, man. So the second thing is, and this is the bad, by the way. So there's two videos I want you to show Brent. The first one, play the second part of it. So the one below, as in iBad, yeah? Thank you very much.
This is bad, yeah.
Yeah, this is the bad.
Celebrity reactions to what's going on with the Palestinians and Israelis right now.
Let me just tell you, if New Jersey were firing rockets into New York, we would wipe them out. I am so bored. If we heard they were digging tunnels from New Jersey to New York, we would get rid of Jersey. So I don't want to hear anymore, oh, we'll do a partial truce. The Palestinians, you cannot throw rockets and expect people not to defend themselves.
What about the civilian casualty rate, though?
Then don't put your goddamn things in private homes. I'm sorry. Don't you dare put weapon stashes in private homes, and then we say get out. Of course, we're gonna do it.
The response normally is where are the civilians supposed to go?
I don't care. They started it. You're all insane. They started it. What are you all saying? They started it. For months this has been going on.
How do you
What
resolve
are you
it?
supposed to
How
do?
do you resolve
How
it?
do I know? Because I have been over there. That's how I know. And I wish the world would know. And BBC should be ashamed of themselves. And CNN should be ashamed of themselves. And everybody stop it already.
I'm trying to get celebrity reactions to what's going on.
What's this woman called again?
John Rivers.
Yeah, John Rivers.
Why is she saying the BBC and CNN should
So
be?
I think this was an older clip.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
old.
been put back just to basically be like, look, this is what she was saying from before, and this is the situation now. You know, almost like she's justified in her her opinion. Second clip, Ben, if you don't
Remind
mind.
she's part Jewish, isn't she?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, she is. Yeah, yeah.
Is she croaked?
I don't think so.
She's still here.
I think so.
Yeah, I swear she
Oh, she did?
I swear she wrote. Yeah, I'm not sure she's not here anymore.
Oh, is it? Okay.
About a year, maybe a year and a half back.
Oh, sure. I ain't seen her in a minute.
Okay.
Blast from the past. What's the second video?
Yeah.
Are we not commenting on this then, or we just?
No, it's linked. It's linked to the second
Okay,
video.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah, she passed away. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So the first one.
P bad. So this second video is the other side of the argument, basically, and this is more recent.
Suffering, and I am a UN refugee. I am a US citizen, but my heart go back to my country, to my people, because I cannot live regular life when I see all the time there is bombing in their buildings. Why? Why the whole world now is waking up? Because now Israel is suffering? Because now Israeli people are suffering? I feel for their pain. I feel for their pain, and I'm not happy that they are killed in a very bad way, but at the end, they put us in this situation.
What do you make of what you're seeing right now? Why do you feel so sad?
Because they're taking our land.
Suffering and
Yeah. So two sides of the argument.
She's being fair though. Even though she's living in it, and you can see the distress on her face, she's being fair about what she's saying. It's not that she's saying, "Oh, I'll take them out, do X, Y, Z, blah, 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 blah." Unlike what basically John Rivers was saying. But it's hard, man, because obviously most people just want to see peace and all that, innit? But people talking about having claims to land and
this is it.
People and
this is the thing. This is what I kind of wanted us to touch on, the fact that it seems the media obviously is biased. It's always going to be biased because the media is people controlling it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a neutral machine or something. But just looking at what she said, that Palestinians were dying before this year, 2023, like I mentioned before, and nobody really cared, or at least nobody knew about it because of the media.
Channels you got to go
This
to
is
see
it.
that.
This is it. But now that this thing happened, everyone knows about it. And it's funny, yeah. Well, it's definitely not funny. But I was watching some clip on YouTube this morning, and they were talking about what's her name, Kay Burley, Sky News. If you see her, Brent, if you don't mind putting the picture up here, Kay Burley, right? And she was asking, I think, like 3 or 4 different Labour MPs the same question. She said, "Is it right that David Lammy?" So she's attacking David Lammy now and Labour as a whole. Is it right that David Lammy is sharing a podium with a Palestinian representative, right, who said Israel had this coming? And then, so it's like, obviously they're kind of stumped by it, and they're thinking, they're just trying to, to circumvent the question pretty much, and basically saying, you know what, they may not necessarily have done it as well. They may not sit on the same podium as him, this and the third. Long story short, I mentioned this because she's actually lying. The Palestinian person didn't say Israel had this coming. The Palestinian man said, we saw this coming, which is basically talking about the fact that if people are not going against this particular agreement, if you're killing people indiscriminately, eventually the other side will retaliate. We have to sit down and sort this out, rather than saying, "Oh, Israel had this coming; they deserve it." The man didn't say this, so this is what's pushed in the media to kind of push that side for Israel. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, while she was at it, trying to push the Israel side, she was also trying to bring down Labour and bring down David Lammy as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I don't know. I just presenting 2 sides of the argument there. How do you feel about it?
It's just sad, man. I'll just be real with you, man. This kind of stuff is just sad, you get me? There's no ends to these conflicts just because of the way that the world's set up. You know what I'm trying to say? Just because of the way that the world's set up, where the support is, people who are in control of the media, the narratives that they get to push, the information that they choose to spread. It's just never going to change, innit? And that's why you just always have to educate yourself. You know what I'm trying to say? You have to educate yourself. There's free information is free. You know what I'm trying to say, and it's easily accessible. So if you want to know something, you can know something, and you can, and you can learn it from both sides as well. You can hear it from both sides, and then make up your own mind of what's wrong or what's right. But regarding Israel and Palestine, there's no resolution to this conflict because the powers that be and the people that are in control and the people that can make things happen and the people that make the rules are not interested in sorting it out, in settling it. They're not interested in fairness. They don't care. They got interest in whatever, and it's gonna whatever they're gonna do is just gonna suit their interest. You know what I'm trying to say? That they don't care about the innocent lives being lost on either side. You get me? They can pretend like they care, but they don't, because even like they look like they care when it's things happening to Israel, but at the same time they don't. You know what I'm trying to say? Like then people are just cannon fodder and it's just collateral damage. It's just, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like they don't really care. So nothing's gonna get done about it, bro. And that's what's the saddest thing about it is for me. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like nothing ain't gonna get done about it. It's not gonna get resolved. You get what I'm trying to say? Like
if anything, it will get worse.
Yeah. Like basically.
Yeah, because I remember seeing again this morning one, I'm not so sure who he is, but it was an Israeli representative. I think he was in the synagogue, but he was talking about, look, right now we're not looking to negotiate. That's what he said. We're not looking to negotiate. This is war. We want to hurt them. After, when we're satisfied, then we can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see.
So like you're saying, it's only going to get worse for at least for a certain time.
It's just the technology and the information age that we're living in. This is just a later rendition of things that's happened before. And I said it before. It's just because we're living through this, why we feel this way. There's been other examples of these kind of things happening, and we just take it normal. We go on holiday in these places. If we was alive, when the Europeans systematically ran through the Americas and displaced them people and forced them out and bumped them how many different times and killed them and all that. Yeah, we'll be saying the same things. We'll be watching the same things go on. But they managed to do it. They get the whole country, and now we go on holiday in America. And part of America, and it's fine.
Celebrate independence.
Celebrate the independence and that. Or what the Europeans went over to Australia and what they done to the Aborigines and these things and whatnot. If this is the same thing, and it's like what you're saying, in 100 years, I don't know how the history is going to be told, but and I don't even hate to be morbid or thing, but I think they're going to take the whole place. Eventually, because eventually that's what's going to happen. Because that's their mission, bro.
I'm gonna wipe them out.
That's their mission. That's their goal. That's what they want to do. They're going to take the whole Brasscart place, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like this stuff, man. It's, I had enough of this shit already. Hi, caller. Who's speaking?
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, caller.
You're human.
Yo.
Who's that? Chims again?
Yeah.
Yes, Jim. Speak to
Round
us.
2. Ding, ding, ding. All right, you don't go off, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know what, James? Yeah, I did want you to comment on the last video, the ugly video, right? When we play it, because this, like, these people claim to be part of the body of Christ, innit? But anyway, since you're on the phone, speak to us.
Yeah, man. To be fair, yeah, on this one, to be fair, I'm with you, man. I'm with you, man. So, I think what you're speaking of is just you're speaking of freedom. You're speaking of emancipation of people, and the truth is, like, Hamas is a reaction to apartheid, and obviously it's not a great reaction, which we can all understand. But as I think the way you're putting it across, it is like it's a reaction to apartheid. So I think that's what I'll leave it for you to explain it more. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, if people understand what apartheid means and actually look into the history of how, you know, people, you know, land became Jewish, then people understand it together.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a discussion that we can have, like, probably another time, because there's so many layers to it, there's so much to it. But yeah, I think you're right, man. I think you're right.
No, I'm with you on this one, bro. I'm with you on this, bro. I'm with you, bro. All right, cool. I'm gonna duck out, yeah?
All right, thank you, man. Thanks for your call.
Yes, man.
Easy.
All right, guys. So our last video before we wrap up is the ugly video.
This lighthearted.
It's lighthearted.
Oh, thank God.
It's lighthearted. But it's goddamn ugly. So, Ben.
Use oral sex. Let that sperm of that man out.
A demon came with his penis and put it in my mouth. And then he came again and he slept with me last week, and I told the pastor that I need deliverance again. And since then my private part has been itching.
It's been itching?
Yes.
Okay. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Speak. Who are you? Take. Who are you? Look at that demon. Look at that demon. Look at that demon. Demon in the private part.
Look at him.
Watch what happens.
Is he spraying it?
Yep. Fire.
Look at holy water.
Come on from the private. Come on from the private.
The preacher slammed her, you know.
100%.
Facts.
He been there.
When she said, the demon come and
After
put
I spray
his
with
dick
the
in my
water.
mouth, he said, show me what he done.
Something came out white. Put your hands together. Hallelujah. You oral sex. Use oral sex. Let that sperm of that man out.
You know how much pastors are hitting girls behind the scenes? Like, I don't understand. Like, come on, man. You man.
Who's worse in the situation?
The word of God and
The
all
pastor
that,
or the...
They're both as bad as each other.
The patron, huh?
They're both as bad as each other, man. The pastor's meant to be preaching the word of God, but he's out there slamming, jamming, ramming, everything.
But even regardless of that,
What do you
that
mean?
aside,
Why are you shaking your head?
Forget that aside. I'm just talking about just this display that we saw
Yeah.
on
Oh,
this. Just this scene that we just watched. Like, who's worse?
The award doesn't go to the pastor or that woman. It goes to the congregation.
I always think the congregation, you know.
What, for
Because
just,
we believe this bollocks.
indulging that crap?
Just soaking it in and all that.
Yes.
There's
It's
worse ones than
ridiculous.
that, though. When men are doing karate kicks and and touching each other and start seeing the Batman noises and that, pow, kazam, and all that. Nah, there's worse ones than that, man.
It's insane, though. It's insane. Yeah, that's. I don't know, man.
Is that their version of being touched by the Holy Spirit?
I guess so. Well,
that was
a
entity.
demon spirit.
That was a demon spirit.
Yeah, that was a demon
I
spirit.
just got to get it out of her.
Show me.
Insane.
Yeah, because he would have slammed her to secure the exorcism. You know, he got to use the rod, and you feel me, Brent? Like behind closed doors when they're having their pastor meetings, and she's relaying this stuff to him.
The rod of righteousness, yeah.
The rod of righteousness. You get me? Like what else? what else would dispel the demons quicker than holy dick?
For real.
Show me.
You feel me? Like he would have.
That holy stuff.
The rod of righteousness.
That is
you know.
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous, man.
I don't know, and because if she's not acting, I reckon they might probably hire her or something. Because if she's not acting, then I don't know. What's that? Full on.
It's ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
what
Mental health.
It's ridiculous. I've seen that clip a couple of times, and every time I see it, I go, like, come on, man. What we?
It's a shame, though, man. They're just making a mockery of church, man.
But that's
Complete
what I'm saying,
mockery.
though. He's meant to be preaching to the choir. Like, what nonsense are you preaching?
But again, like the congregation believe this. They believe it, and they turn up every week and they give money to him. So he continues.
So do we put him down as a false prophet?
Who this guy here?
He's fake though, 100%. He has to be. False everything.
This is horrible, man.
What if he actually cleansed her though?
What's the chance of that though, man?
I don't know. We don't really get follow-up videos to see how they're
Yeah,
doing.
exactly. We don't know how they're doing after and all that. Like
I mean, she would argue that is the follow-up video. Like, you know, the last part she was talking about how white stuff was coming from her and it came out. The demon's sperm came out, man. So she's been freed.
Fucking hell, man.
The demon crept up on her and started bending her over. It's a mad thing.
Our people are down bad.
It's a damn shame, man. It's a damn shame. And unfortunately, you just see loads of this stuff happening in Africa, man.
That's like The Entity, though. Have you seen The Entity?
The what?
It's based on a true story.
No.
First, The Entity. And the woman that was getting raped by the ghost and thing. I remember when they set up all the videos and films in their yard and they watched her. She was waking up with bruises and ting.
Oh, wow.
And like it got in, but I was just giving accounts of it. Obviously, with the ghost thing, she's giving like real life accounts. Like she's not joking either. Like she ain't doing all that. She's real life traumatized. But I don't know whether they actually got into the bottom of it because obviously they still haven't proved ghosts and stuff like that. It's an old school film from like the 80s or something like that.
I've not seen it.
Entity.
Hey, man, I'm not sitting here and being fake and then suggesting that this kind of stuff
doesn't happen
because it does. I just don't believe that video.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't believe that video.
Yeah, that's true.
There's definitely worse videos than that though. Like 100%. Man just get touched on the forehead and go flying back. Ah! Like, yeah, but
You hear the kind of practices that these particular like Masons and whatnot get into and the rituals that they have to do. A lot of it revolves around like sex and stuff, innit? And the type of entities that they be simi-dimmying with, it doesn't get shown like this.
Yeah, I
You
get
know
what you're
what?
saying, yeah.
So that's why I'll be like, this is obviously fake. And the way that she's carrying on and whatnot, and how he just hits her, and she's like, that's all pantomime.
Such a shame, man. And like a lot of them go to like crazy extents. I remember watching something, I think in South Africa, if not South Africa, Southern Africa anyway. And this particular pastor, right, he was doing his church thing, like, but you know, in the early years of any type of, you know, church, it's kind of slow, innit? And one guy came to him and said, listen, I'm a chemist, right? I have an idea on how we can make this church blow up. I'll be your right-hand man. You be the main pastor because you got the gift of the gab, this, that, and the third. And he said, look, there's this particular chemical that's not really visible. And if you put your hands in water, it will mix together, whatever, and will appear red. So it will look like blood. So they contrived this whole thing. And basically, they had a situation where, because especially in that particular region, a lot of people have like AIDS, innit? Unfortunately. And so people were coming there looking for the miracle, looking for God to heal them. They would come to the front. Or at least what he would do, in this particular clip, what he did was he would say to someone in the crowd, you have AIDS. So the woman doesn't think she's got AIDS. There's no reason to suspect she's got AIDS. But obviously, he just has to know that maybe she's got a kid or something. So obviously, she's just sexually active. So anyway, in this particular clip, he points to her and says, you've got AIDS, come to the front. The Holy Spirit has told me this. She's crying hysterically, thinking her life's over. Because why wouldn't you? Right? And he said, don't worry, I'm going to pray for you. You know what I'm saying? Gets her down on her knees. And then basically, he starts doing this to her hands, right? And her feet or whatever. And then getting water, he gets like a basin of water, puts a hand in it and starts doing this. And he's praying, and he's wiping her hands. And you're seeing the water turn red. And he's saying, the blood is out. The AIDS blood is leaving your body. Da-da-da. And everyone's, yes, Jesus. All this type of stuff. And then the congregation just started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The reason why we know about this is because the two guys fell out over the money.
course they did.
So the guys come out and said, "Yeah, I helped this guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a chemist. I knew about all this, the compounds and the mixtures. And this is how we found
Con
out.
artists, you know, in the church, conning the people.
It's a damn shame.
But the congregation are not going to know about that until it comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
So then how do you... Obviously, Brent was saying earlier on, he blames the congregation in that clip in terms of the pastor and the woman. But in what you're saying, how's anyone going to know until it comes out, like, later on in life? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So...
No, don't just say, mm-hmm. He's asking you a question.
What do you mean?
You didn't know the question he was asking you?
We weren't really...
How do we know?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, how do you know? Really
Never mind, I
and truly?
apologize. I thought
No,
you were
but
asking.
okay, but how do you know though, really and truly?
Because you have eyes.
No,
Because we have eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've made a whole plan, got a chemist in, as he just said, water's compound mixture, blah 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 blah. Like seeing is believing most of the time, right?
If you didn't know about the chemical and all that kind of stuff, and you witnessed that take place, and you saw blood, the water turn to red and the blood's coming out, how would you feel about it?
Seeing is believing.
Would you still be dubious?
I will retract what I said because I think I've just thought about it. I've processed it. I'm corrupted. I'm living in the Western world, right? So I'm used to seeing fraudulent stuff all the time, right? I've grown up, I guess, spent part-time in Trinidad. But when I've come here, I've been taught that a lot of these particular practices are nonsense, and I've been taught to look at and see, this particular character, this particular person, what they're doing, does it match up? Does it align? So for them, I guess they wouldn't have that particular privilege.
Exactly.
So in that sense, I hear you. But that might mean, Emmanuel, that the people back home are very stupid.
Wow. These men are con artists though.
But they're looking like...
Looking for hope.
They're looking for hope, man.
So...
And it's desperation as well.
Can it be both?
It's desperation.
Yeah, 100%.
When people are desperate, they look to anything, and that's where they're easily got.
Yeah.
Like if I show you something, why would you not believe it? As opposed to me
be
telling
honest,
you.
I've thought again. A lot of people might look at me and call me gullible for even believing in this spaghetti monster that I can't see in the sky.
Spaghetti monster?
Yeah, that's what they kind of call like God and Jesus and stuff, innit? But anyway, so I hear that. But still, there are certain things that are very, very stupid. It's very, very stupid.
I mean, that means most of the world is gullible.
Yeah, 1 degree or another. Hello, good
morning,
morning.
caller.
Hello. May I have to call back?
Yeah.
Oh, here you are.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hello?
Sorry. Can't hear anyone else.
Can you hear us? You hear us now?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Who's this?
Yeah.
Is it Chims?
Yeah, Tim.
Are you calling for a different number?
Say your number, bro.
Huh? Oh, same number. Alright, cool.
I said same number. Same number.
What say you?
Yeah. I was calling for Brent still.
Yeah, I'm here. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I wanted to just I feel like you've got the wrong stick of Christianity though.
Talk to me.
Yeah. I'll talk, yeah. Christianity. It's more so like it's the talk with Christian or the walk with Christianity is more so about you can expect the unexpected and just have faith in it. The whole principle is faith. That's the only reason we believe in Christ. That's what separates us from the Jews.
I heard it, but we're also given discernment, right? The Holy Spirit gives us that, no?
Not necessarily.
All right.
All right,
Yeah,
so
not
cold.
necessarily.
Man said, all right.
Not necessarily, man.
Yeah, you should have come in today, Jims. You're moving strange. You should have just pulled up.
Big man, Bugs, bro, fam. Sam, like you always see me in the chat, bro, but I'm always backing your side, bro. I'm trying. when you're doing your Man United stuff, you need to step up more, bro. You know what I mean?
It's tough, man.
Just be shameless. Just be shameless, bro. Just be shameless.
It's hard, man. I usually do, but it's tough, man. But
Yeah, run it, man. Run the shameless. So,
All right. Thank you very much, brother.
shameless, bro.
Keep good.
Okay.
He's giving me a weed feel today. Do you think he's smoking?
He woke up and burned.
He's giving me like a chill, high, laid back, like high as a mini skirt. Like, he's just on a vibe.
Maybe he had an edible this morning.
Yeah, edible. Yeah, I don't think it's as harsh as weed smoke.
Yeah,
maybe like a little cookie or something.
He heard one or two things like, wait, nah. Hold on, let me call him. I got the hat trick, you know, in 45 minutes.
We got the first half at you.
He's moving like Harlem. Big up Chims.
Yeah, I appreciate the commitment, to be honest.
Yeah, that's dope.
All right.
All right then, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into more headlines, please, people.
Okay.
All right, people. So, this next headline, trigger warning here, and it's you know what? You guys know about the Tulsa race massacre, right? So,
Black Wall Street.
Yes. So Hughes Van Ellis, one of the last 3 known black Tulsans who witnessed the 1921 Tulsa race massacre, has passed away at the age of 102 in Denver, Colorado. He had sued the city of Tulsa, seeking redress for one of the deadliest acts of racial violence in U.S. history. The Tulsa race massacre, which occurred in 1921, resulted in the death of up to 300 people, the majority of whom were black, of course. White residents burned down Tulsa's African-American neighborhood of Greenwood. Ellis was just a toddler at the time, and he and his older sister fled with their family during the attack, which involved carloads of white residents conducting drive-by shootings, burning homes and businesses, and assaulting black residents. For those who don't know, Greenwood, also known as Black Wall Street, due to the wealth of its residents, had a population of over 10,000 black residents during a time of strict racial segregation and a strong presence of the KKK in Oklahoma. Van Ellis, along with his 109-year-old sister, Viola Fletcher, and another survivor, Leslie Benningfield Randall, 108, filed a lawsuit against Tulsa seeking redress. They requested a 99-year tax exemption for descendants of the massacre victims. However, an Oklahoma judge dismissed the lawsuit in July, and the case was appealed to the state Supreme Court. The massacre began after a white woman alleged that a black man had grabbed her arm in an elevator at a downtown commercial building. The police arrested the man, who was later reported in the Tulsa Tribune as attempting to attack the woman. This incident led to a white mob surrounding the courthouse, demanding the man's extradition. The violence that ensued destroyed 35 blocks of the Greenwood district. So rest in peace to that man. Next headline. An NHS has failed to tackle structural racism, according to an inquiry, right? So structural racism in the in the NHS is said to have hindered the concerns of black and minority ethnic healthcare professionals about ill-fitting PPE, personal protective equipment, from being taken seriously during the COVID inquiry. Ade Adeyemi, who is a representative of the Federation of Ethnic Minority Healthcare Organizations, FEMO, highlighted this issue during the inquiry, which aims to assess the UK's response to the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact. He stated that black healthcare staff's concerns were disregarded and they continue to face discrimination within the healthcare system. Adeyemi also pointed out the stark disparities in the treatment of black and minority ethnic staff and patients in the NHS, which contributed to a lack of consideration for issues like accommodating face masks for individuals with beards or religious headscarves. During the hearing, Adeyemi said it was difficult to find the right PPE, and this gave us a sense of the lack of, again, the belief of what we were saying. When asked if what he was describing could be considered as structural racism, Adeyemi said, if it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's a goddamn duck. So FEMA was established a year before the pandemic to address racial inequality in the health service, but according to Adeyemi, many of these issues still persist. He emphasized that disparities have existed for years, both as patients and healthcare professionals, prompting the formation of FEMO to collaboratively address the problem that has not been adequately tackled. And our last headline takes us to Liberia, where the other day we were chatting about George Weah. Yeah, it was the day you was here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So right now, Liberians are voting on whether to return George Weah to the presidency, with peace and the economy among voters top concerns. Hundreds of people had gathered at polling stations in the capital of Monrovia earlier yesterday morning. The main political parties have pledged that the presidential and legislative elections in the West African country will pass off peacefully. However, the deaths of 3 people last month during clashes between rival party supporters has raised concerns about a return to bloodshed. Scuffles also broke out on Sunday as George Weah, who was seeking a second 6-year term as president, held his final campaign rally, leaving several injured. The election is the first to be held since the UN ended its peacekeeping mission in Liberia in 2018. UN peacekeepers were deployed to the country after more than 250,000 people died in 2 civil wars between 1989 and 2003. George Weah, who's 57, entered politics after a career as an international footballer that saw him become the only African to win the game's most prestigious individual award and do stints at top clubs including PSG, AC Milan and Chelsea.
Do you know how cold it is that George Weah is a president?
God's sick,
For real.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
For real.
Makes, I hear it, man. Let him land.
Following his election in 2017, George Weah said he would create jobs and invest in education. But critics say that he's failed to keep his pledges. The former athlete is the favourite among 20 candidates, but could face a second round runoff if he does not secure an absolute majority in the first round of voting. The National Elections Commissions will begin publishing results from Wednesday today, with final results due within 15 days. And that's it for the headlines. Time to pay the bills.
And time to get into the People's Journal.
All right, so the first thing I want... Welcome to People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. So the first thing I want to talk about is, and I don't know why I forgot to mention this, but it's Prime Day, man. So Amazon Prime Day, you can get your deals, certain things on that you're looking to get on Amazon. Remember, if you wasn't looking to get it, then you just spend money on it. But if you were looking to get it, then you can save money. Right? Okay. So remember that, guys. So Prime Day started yesterday. Today's the last day. It's going to end at midnight tonight. So, like I said, go and get the deals, man. But in addition to that, though, it's emerged that more than 1,000 Amazon workers at the Coventry warehouse are going to be going on strike for 4 days next month, man.
Big up them.
And it's going to be including on Black Friday. So you know how crazy Black Friday gets with Amazon or any type of organization pretty much that's selling goods. But yeah, particularly Amazon. And that's when they're looking to go on strike. The action was announced as the GMB union said that the company must urgently reconsider its priorities. They were denouncing a planned pay rise for UK workers announced this week as little comfort to the thousands of Amazon workers who are facing poverty pay, unsafe working conditions, and workplace surveillance. You hear that? So they're saying these people are basically acting like they're in China. You know what I'm saying?
That's why Jeff's a billionaire, bro.
There you go.
Come on, man.
I heard so many crazy things, man. Apparently, like your break doesn't start. Well, your break starts as soon as the time is. So basically, long story short, what I'm trying to say is, like their warehouses are huge. So it may take you like 10, 15 minutes to get to the staff room.
Yeah.
But your break will start once
the time hits.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
So 15 minutes to get there, out of your thing, 15 minutes to get back. People are pissing in bottles at their workstations because of how tight the situation is there, man. So yeah, man. The strikes are going to be taking place on the 7th, 8th, 9th of November and also on the 24th of November, which is Black Friday.
Boy, better get your orders in early before that starts.
Mm-hmm. Amazon said on Monday that minimum starting pay for warehouse workers would rise to £11.80 an hour. So currently it's £11 an hour, so they're looking to increase it by 80p an hour on the 15th of October, and then increase again to a minimum of £12.30 an hour in April. So that's basically what they're offering. The next thing I wanted to mention is, and this ain't good, man, this is just so bloody annoying, and US gas prices have reached a 6-month high after, and this is the reason why, after an Israeli gas field was closed and a Finnish gas pipe was damaged. So the oil price stabilized on Monday morning, right, by returning to $88 a barrel. The UK gas prices rose more than 12% to nearly 123p, right, on Tuesday afternoon. And that's a level that's not been seen since early April. So, yeah, man, Chevron, they're one of the major producers, and they closed a gas field off of the north coast of Israel. And, yeah, man, the request to close the Tamar natural gas field came from Israel's energy department and resulted in suspended production from Monday. So because of that, obviously we're going to be feeling the repercussions of that. The field provided gas to Israel. It was powering electricity generators there as well as in Egypt and in Jordan. But yeah, man, all of this type of stuff is culminating in the nonsense that we're going to unfortunately have to suffer through. There's a few other things I wanted to mention quickly. Elon Musk, man, he's back in the news. And basically, Elon Musk was basically he basically said online, right, to the EU chief, right, that they need to send him a list of violations because they've accused him, right, of basically some violations. And these violations are all to do with the Israel-Hamas situation. So they're basically trying to say, that he is basically spreading disinformation about this. Yeah, because you know his whole thing. We spoke about this before. Is about trying to get the information out there. Nothing should be censored, right? So they're looking at, wait a minute, you are actually spreading misinformation, and he's like, okay, fine. If that's the case, give me a list of violations so I can address them. Basically, say I'm going to give you proof as to why we're allowing this out there. You know what I'm saying? So that's that situation there. He said on Twitter, Twitter, I guess as an organization, said it was trying to take action on a flood of posts sharing graphic media, violent speech and hateful conduct about the war. And it's treating the crisis with its highest level of response. But obviously that's not enough because the watchdog groups and the EU Commissioner, Thierry Breton, said that misinformation as well as fake and manipulated imagery is circulating on the platform. So that's basically what they're saying. So yeah, man, people are basically saying like we need to obviously find reliable sources for the news about the war, which was kind of exacerbated over the weekend, by Elon Musk. This is what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's basically what happened. Good morning, caller.
Hey, man.
James?
Hello?
Is that you again?
Yeah,
yes, James. No, don't apologize, man. We appreciate it.
To be fair, bro, to be fair, on this one point,
yeah.
I've been waiting for this one point. I've been waiting for this one point.
Okay.
Brother. Yeah, man.
Technically, you didn't wait.
Man, allow me, man. Allow me.
Come on, Killy.
Speak to us.
I've just been waiting for E-Man still. Yeah, man. Like, so with this, like, with what you've just read out, obviously, because you were giving out the, what's that doing for Labour?
What do you mean?
What is it doing for? Like, opposing party, because obviously you're a Tory, innit? So that's what's it doing for Labour?
I'm not a Tory at all.
No, but
you're spreading misinformation like Elon, you know. Say again?
What do you mean?
Say again?
No, you are. No, you are Tory.
I'm definitely not Tory.
Off your policies. Okay, cool. You said, please vote for things that will, like, at least put black people in good places.
Yeah.
Is Tory gonna do that?
I'm trying to find the link to what I just mentioned about Elon Musk, you know. I thought that's what he was calling about.
He's got a delay. So.
No, sorry. Irrespective of that, like, is Tory gonna put Labour in charge of, or in favour of black people?
The Tories? I don't think the Tories are going to do it purposely, if that's what you're asking. I don't think that's the case at all. I don't think they ever have and ever will. I'm basically just saying as a collective, we have to stop being loyal to a particular party just for the sake of it. I'm saying we need to look at every party as individual parties, look at their policies and how likely it will be that they will carry out their policies. If it's even possible, is it feasible? And basically make the best decision for ourselves. That's always been my position.
But how can the best decision for ourselves be the decisions of the country? This is the part that's killing me.
How can it be? Say again, sorry, I didn't hear you.
I was saying, how is the policies that are best for the country killing us? You know what I mean? This is really killing me. Get it? So I'm asking you, like, why do you want us to think about another party?
I'm not saying to think about, I'm saying think about everything across the board, innit? I'm basically saying where you are in your life, right? The very thing that can better.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, even when we're thinking across the board,
Yeah.
the board is actually killing us.
What is killing us? You saying the Tories?
The board is finished. Yeah, the board is actually finished us.
Oh, the board is. You're saying the borders.
No, the board. Like you're saying, like look across the board.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying the board is Tory, Labour, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying Tories are killing us.
Okay.
So what are we across the board at?
No, I mean, I just feel like it's best to make an informed decision. I feel like an informed decision is just better than a loyal decision. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
no, but the thing is that the informed decision is what we're looking at, which is now. Which
of course. That's what I'm saying to you.
Space.
Yeah, so the question would be...
but the thing is that you're saying, don't be too quick to vote for Labour, but you're watching Conservatives kill the country.
Because
that doesn't make sense.
Because somebody could stab you to death, but someone could also shoot you. It doesn't mean that the person who stabbed you to death, like the other person doesn't want your death or demise also. I'm basically saying just because this person is doing a bad job doesn't mean I'm dying out of the way. That's you're God forbid, right? Metaphorically, you're saying you're dying, right? But you have to understand, under another particular party, metaphorically, you could be dead. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be dying or you could be dead. You know, at least one you can come back from. So I'm basically saying, don't just be so quick to say that Starmer and Labour.
Oh, you think Conservatives can come back?
I'm not saying they can come back. I'm saying will Labour definitely do a better job? And it can't just be based, at least in my opinion, it can't just be based on the fact that you feel like Tories are doing that bad of a job. It has to be, or at least, again, in my opinion, because you feel like Labour would do that great of a job. We can't be happy and satisfied with two parties who do crap things. We have to vote for a party that will do a better thing. Do you get what I'm saying? And you would only know if you are educating yourself about each party's politics and policies. That's
which
basically what I'm
we're
saying.
doing here on TDA.
Thank you very much.
Extensively. You get me?
Yes.
So you can have all the information so you can make informed decisions on our future.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, but the thing is though, you're not saying anything that's like making it sound like it's the right thing to do. You get it?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah, Chims, tell everyone to like the video, please.
I feel like
Chims, can you tell everyone to like the video, please? Tell everyone to go and like the video, please.
What is it?
Can you tell everybody to go and like the video, please?
You lot, man. Fam, what's the likes on now?
But not too low, man. Especially for your performance today. It needs to be higher, man. Tell them, please.
Man, tell them performance. They're looking for a match down. Oh, that's what they're looking for, big man. They get it.
Nah, you are sick. Anyway, thanks for the call, Chims, man.
To be fair, big, I won't lie though. On like a side note, I did. Big man, I grew up on you. You know, I grew up on you.
Appreciate it, man. And now we're here grinding together, man. That's love.
Yeah,
Watch
man.
this.
Say less.
And actually, now it's bun up.
Yeah, no, but E-man, bro.
Yeah.
E-man.
Yeah, Chims.
Yeah, man.
Yo, we have a fantastic community.
You lot, you good.
I actually love this community, to be totally honest
Can
with
you
you.
remember when it is that we had that guy come down from the mountain?
Oh,
Where's he gone?
From where?
Yeah,
he was in like Colombia, like cooking
Bolivia
cocaine in the
or
forest.
Yeah.
And he said that, wait, connection's bad, but if I go down the mountain, I have a cleaner connection. We never knew he would go back. He go back. He go back.
He was the truth.
I'm telling you.
He's been replaced.
Thanks for the call, Jules, man.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
Cocaine in the
That's less,
mountains,
man.
you know.
Alright.
Yeah, that's funny.
The last thing I wanted to mention is for you know our TDA listeners, or extension of our TDA listeners, man. If you're looking to fly out or something today, you've not checked any updates, and you're leaving out at Luton Airport, all flights have been suspended.
Father God.
Yeah, man. There was a huge fire caused by one of its multi-story car parks. Yeah, man. And basically, yeah, man, it caused it to partially collapse, apparently. There's 4 firefighters that were there at the time anyway, and one member of airport staff that have been taken to hospital with injuries. So they have suspended all flights at Luton Airport. Yeah, so if you are traveling through there, please, get an update and see how things are going. But that information is as recent as 9:30. So, 40 minutes ago. And that's pretty much it for the headlines, man. Sorry, for our People's Journal.
All right, then we're getting into Wellness Wednesday.
Okay.
Of course, Wednesday.
Right. Okay. Let us do this. It's a special one today.
Okay.
Is it a duet?
No.
Okay. What's that, AI, innit?
Yes. All right. We all ready?
Yep.
All right.
Hello, TDA community. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I invite you to join me for a brief moment of pause and reflection. If it's safe for you to do so, perhaps you can reduce any distractions and take a seat or stand still. For those of you who might have just tuned in or perhaps are drifting in thought, we're embarking on a 3-minute journey of gratitude, a short break to recenter our energies and find stillness. Let's take a deep breath together. Breathe in the air surrounding you, and exhale any tension or worries about the day you have ahead of you. I'd like you to picture a simple positive moment from your past, the feeling of overcoming a challenge, a compliment someone paid you, or the warmth of the sun over your skin over the past few days. As this memory lingers, notice the sensation it brings to your soul. A glimmer of warmth, a softening within you. This feeling is gratitude. Whilst life seems to present us with challenges at every turn, there are ever-present moments of kindness, joy, and simplicity. Let's dwell on these for a while. Think about the voices and sounds you've heard today on this show. Think of the moments of laughter, information, and companionship they've provided. Allow gratitude for the sense of connection to wash over you. Feel gratitude that you, as part of this community, are being seen. Reflect on your own journey to this day. Through every twist and turn, here you are, still standing, still moving, still listening. Feel gratitude for your resilience and spirit. Now I'd like you to envision a serene place, perhaps somewhere where you have traveled to recently, or a place in your home that you associate with calm. Let the tranquility of this place seep into your being. As we approach the final moments of this pause, visualize a comforting light of thankfulness emanating from your heart, spreading warmth and calm. Gently, let's breathe in together, drawing in appreciation, and then exhale, releasing any remaining stress. When you're ready, give your fingers a little wiggle, take another refreshing breath, and slowly come back to the present moment, carrying the sensation of gratitude with you throughout your day.
Beautiful, man.
Very zen, very peaceful.
Yeah, I needed that, man.
That works, yeah. It's a very hectic, chaotic show. It's been up and down, it's been a roller coaster. So that little pause, that little pause was good, was necessary. Big up Daniel for that each and every time. You feel chilled?
Yeah, man. I feel more relaxed and yeah, man.
All right, that's good then. With that being said, we'll get into our final headlines for the day.
All right, so our last headlines. Federal prosecutors have added a significant array of charges against Representative George Santos of New York, alleging new criminal activities, including the theft of campaign donors' identities and credit card details. These accusations are part of a 23-count superseding indictment filed in the Eastern District of New York. So these are some of the new charges included, right? So conspiracy to commit offenses against the U.S., wire fraud, aggravated identity theft, access device fraud, false statements to the Federal Election Commission, and falsifying records to obstruct the commission. These allegations against Mr. Santos, a first-time Republican from New York, differ from typical political corruption cases, which often involve complex quid pro quos and legal questions about political bribes. In this case, prosecutors claim that Mr. Santos illegally charged donors' credit cards without their authorization and redirected the funds to his and other candidates' campaigns and his own personal bank account too, right? They also allege that he stole donors' credit card numbers to transfer over $11,000 to his own bank account. Also deceived two other donors, swindling $50,000 using a fake non-profit, which he used to purchase designer goods and settle personal debts.
Wait. Is he Nigerian?
Don't do that.
Nah.
I have to ask.
It's Black History Month.
Yeah, exactly. This is a white man.
Jesus.
The professionals.
You've got Nigerian brethren. Remember I told you.
Remember, we learned this from them, you know.
Technically.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Literally.
You know what I mean? Also, they're saying that he falsely presented himself as wealthy to impress Republican leaders. Reported a fictitious $500,000 campaign loan to secure financial support, and invented tens of thousands in donations to create the appearance of political success. When people do stuff like that, right? Like, is it that big a deal?
Because they want to get in and around the wealth. So they have to present themselves.
Yeah, but isn't that just, you do that in your CV, you do that in, you know what I mean? Is it like, don't everyone do it in their own way?
I guess it depends who you're dealing with as well, though, right? The caliber of people. So
this is true.
Yeah, he's faking the funk so he can get the cake.
True indeed. But yeah, man, the original indictment also accused Mr. Santos of fraudulently obtaining over $24,000 in pandemic unemployment benefits whilst being employed and knowingly making false statements on financial disclosure forms. Mr. Santos was scheduled to return to court on the original indictment on the 27th of October. Next headline, funny enough, takes us to Nigeria, man.
Come on.
Where a police officer in Nigeria, trigger warning here, guys, has been sentenced to death by hanging for the murder of a Lagos-based lawyer, Bolanle Rahim. So a Lagos State High Court judge found Drambi Vandi guilty of shooting Mrs. Rahim, who was pregnant with twins, at close range on Christmas Day 2022. I think we spoke about this on the show, like briefly. Mrs. Rahim had been in a car with her husband and other family members driving back from church when a stop and search altercation happened with the police. Vandi had denied the murder charge in court. He argued that the bullet present in court was not from his gun. The Rahim family's lawyer said that they were satisfied with the judgment. This is what the person who's represented them said. They said the incident on the 25th of December, this is Christmas Day, you know, 25th of December 2022 will forever remain a tragedy to the Rahim's family because it changed lots of people's lives, the life of her husband, daughter, and plenty of people who loved her. We believe the judgment is a step towards reducing the pain of the family members. The verdict is considered a landmark ruling, with rights groups often accusing the police and other law enforcement agencies of arbitrary harassment, extortion, and murder. In 2020, tens of thousands of young Nigerians took to the streets to protest against police brutality after a video went viral of a man allegedly being killed by the notorious SARS, which is a special anti-robbery squad. We speak about this every now and again on the show, sparking what became known as the End SARS demonstrations. The campaign led to the government agreeing to disband SARS. Vandi's sentencing has also ignited a debate on the death penalty in Nigeria, which is rarely carried out. Nigeria currently has about 3,000 people on death row, this according to Amnesty International, which is the highest in sub-Saharan Africa. But this idiot deserves to be gone, man. You can't just be killing people on a random stop and search. Pregnant woman with twins, Christmas Day.
Still.
Barbarian. Anyway, last headline takes us to Mozambique, where 3 survivors and 4 relatives of the victims of a terrorist attack in Mozambique have sued the French multinational oil company TotalEnergies. The survivors and relatives, who are British and South African, are accusing TotalEnergies of involuntary manslaughter and negligence for failing to protect its subcontractors. Dozens of people, including TotalEnergies subcontractors, were killed in March of 2021 when Islamist militants attacked Mozambique's port city of Palma. The attack occurred near the site of a gas project partly owned by TotalEnergies. Mozambique's government claimed that 30 people died in the attack by Alex Perry, who's an independent journalist who investigated the attack, said that 1,402 people died or went missing, including 55 total workers. right? Look at the disparity between those numbers. The lawsuit claims that TotalEnergies failed to warn subcontractors working on the site about the risk of possible attacks. The suit further accuses TotalEnergies of lacking proper safety or evacuation measures and refusing to fuel a helicopter that would have evacuated its personnel. The complainants say that the militants killed some TotalEnergies subcontractors, whilst they fled their hotel. Sad news, man. But that's it for the headlines. It's time to pay the bills.
It's also time to the reaction. Welcome to the reaction, people. Esther's favourite part of the show. Gonna read out some sports headlines for you now. Shouldn't be too much discourse today. First headline we got says former Man City and Barcelona star wants more black managers. Ivory Coast legend Yaya Toure hopes he and his brother Colo can pave the way for more black managers in the professional game. The former Manchester City and Barcelona midfielder had short stints coaching in Ukraine and Russia before joining Tottenham as under-16s coach in 2022. Toure thought he left Spurs in June for an assistant coach role at the Belgian side Standard Liège. I want to see diversity, Toure told the BBC Match of the Day Africa Top 10 Greatest African Manager podcast. Most of the time, people have questioned whether Africans or black coaches will be able to take lessons properly and get involved in managerial roles. I think now they're going to have to answer soon. My brother was first. He started it. That's coaching. And I was second. Let's see. I'm just challenging myself at a high level in Europe and we'll see opportunities come in. A second headline says, referees chief Howard Webb says steps be taken to avoid repeat of Luis Diaz VAR error. So referees chief Howard Webb says steps have been taken to avoid a repeat of the controversy surrounding Luis Diaz's disallowed goal for Liverpool against Tottenham. Video assistant referee, that's VAR, Darren England, did not overrule when Diaz was wrongly flagged offside last month. Liverpool lost the game 2-1. We've put quite a lot of steps in place to ensure the error that we saw doesn't happen again, Webb told match officials mic'd up. In audio recordings of discussions between the match officials made public by referees, by the referees body, the Professional Game Match Officials Limited, England says the check is perfect before swearing when he realises a mistake has been made. Webb said VAR had fallen short on this occasion and the PGMOL needed to act with new VAR communication guidelines being applied since then. One of the things this brought into sharp focus is the need to reiterate some of those communication protocols which are really valuable in VAR to prevent this type of thing happening, added Webb to Sky Sports and TNT Sports. We got all the officials together, we spoke through the need to go through the process very diligently. We're really disappointed for the game, we're disappointed for our reputation. We worked hard over the subsequent days to have a look at what we needed to do to put in place those safeguards around communication to avoid that sort of thing happening again. Webb said small changes to VAR could be made by the International Football Association Board, the body that determines the laws of the game in the near future. And in this headline it says, it's about the Olympic Games. NBA's MVP Joel Embiid's USA decision very disappointing for Africa. What?
Yeah.
Is that what he done?
Yeah, he's chosen to go with the US, man.
Of course he has.
How's it called? He's from Cameroon, Killy.
Yeah, but a lot of men like to play with the American man in the USA and all that.
I don't know. Basketball's a bit different, man. When they split up, they all go their own separate ways and represent their countries and all that. Tony Parker and them, man, they're playing for France and things like that. He didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
And maybe you weren't rating the Cameroon team as well.
I mean, Cameroon are probably meaty, to be totally fair to you. I don't know who else plays for them.
Pure tool, man. But
couldn't he have helped them kind of progress a bit further than normal?
That's sad. Let's read this story. Let's see what's going on here. So, Joel Embiid's decision to represent the USA over his native Cameroon has left the African nation legitimately annoyed, according to a source at the country's basketball governing body. Embiid, the NBA's reigning MVP, confirmed on social media platform X on Friday that he will play for the United States at next year's Olympic Games in Paris. Cameroon were hopeful the Philadelphia 76ers star would choose the country of his birth, while France also had an interest in the 29-year-old centre, received citizenship there last year. It's annoying because many people thought he would choose Cameroon, a source who did not want to be named at the Cameroon Basketball Federation told the BBC Sport Africa. Embiid's choice was legitimate, and the reaction of Cameroonians who are annoyed is legitimate at the same time. Liz Mills, who, as Kenya coach, became the first female to lead the Men's International Basketball Federation team, also vented her frustration at Embiid's decision. Mills, who was also the first woman to take charge of a team at... You repeated that? Mills, who was also the first woman to take charge of a team at the Basketball Africa League with Morocco's ASL, says Embiid's decision is a missed opportunity for the entire continent. Imagine what impact he would have had if he had chosen Cameroon, and how that would have reverberated right across Africa. It would mean so much more than helping the USA win another gold medal. It's a very disappointing decision.
Boy.
Yes, and our last headline reads the same as the previous headline, but when you get to the meat of the things, it's different. So this is saying the UK and Ireland. Sorry. The UK and Ireland have been confirmed as the host nations of Euro 2028, officially announced by UEFA on Tuesday morning. The tournament, scheduled for June and July 2028, will be played across 10 stadiums in England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, and the Republic of Ireland. UEFA posted on social media, confirmed, #Euro 2028 will take place in the UK and Republic of Ireland. Proposed venues include Belfast, Birmingham, Cardiff, Dublin, Glasgow, Liverpool, London, Manchester, and Newcastle. Congratulations to our confirmed host. Italy and Turkey have also been confirmed as the host for Euro 2032, having been the sole bidders for that tournament. The confirmation of the host nations was a formality after Turkey withdrew their interest last week, leaving the UK and Ireland as the only options on the table. And that is the end of our headlines. Anything sports related y'all want to get off y'all chest?
No, I was just happy to see United come back on the weekend, man. Why are you smiling for?
No, and you weren't here when it is that
No, I weren't.
It was what happened. So it was.
I was just happy.
Guys are back now.
No, I'm not saying we're back.
Are you gonna let him do this to you?
No, I'm not. I'm not even getting involved like that. I was
Sorry,
just happy.
I'm just genuinely curious.
Okay.
I'm not getting onto you. How can I get onto you?
Stay curious as much as you need to. As I said, I was just happy to see us win and come back. That's all.
Me too, man.
Oh God. Oh God. What are we doing there? What's this? This is Chim's.
It's not.
Oh. It can't be. Impossible.
Good morning.
Morning. You not touch on the VAR? It's Arsenal.
Is that Frenchie?
Arsenal and see.
Is that Frenchie?
No, it's Jeremiah, man.
So you're not doing the photo fit thing. Your voice just really sounds like this.
My natural voice, man.
Oh God. Go off then. What you me?
Yeah, you not didn't touch on Michael Oliver, like games to Saudi Arabia, got like triple his weight.
You're breaking up a little bit. There's clicking. I can't hear exactly what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah, there might be some corruption with the Michael Oliver referee, like a couple games with like the teams like getting like triple Ds on. Like you know what?
Your line's not clear. I'm really struggling to hear what you're saying. You know.
Like 2 seconds.
Again. Could you call back maybe or something?
You not saying it's enough?
Huh?
Is it clear now? What are you not saying? Is it clear?
Yeah, but it's like it's cutting in and out a little bit. It's like there's like some kind of clicking. It's like it's cutting in or something. I don't know what's going on.
Can you try call via WhatsApp?
Yeah, can you try like a WhatsApp call, like an internet call or something? Might change something.
All right, see
Thank you.
See you.
Sorry, you were happy that they came back and
it just reminded me of a long time ago when we used to win games and like the last couple minutes and whatever. It was just good to see. But it's just we shouldn't
nostalgia.
be. Yeah, but we just shouldn't be in that position.
Oh, Eden Hazard retired for real, 32.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought you were going to mention that actually.
Well, we missed it.
He was special in his prime, you know.
Huh?
Special.
He was
big player.
Very special.
It's more than the eye test though. Like obviously he won a lot. His numbers
are crazy.
Not necessarily crazy. When you actually look at it in a they're decent. Like, it wasn't crazy.
I was watching TalkSport earlier and we were talking about his numbers. His numbers are good, man.
If you to look at that
compared to who though?
have a man like Salah's and have a man who's the bros. If have a man who's badded this league up consistently for ages, then they were good. Don't get me wrong, but it's not crazy like that. He's a mix of good numbers and the eye test and winning. No, because he looks cold. That low center of gravity, the way he moves. Hazard was cold. It's one of my favorites.
I spent a while in Spain and not really played.
Yeah, done nothing since he gone there.
That's what I'm saying. So that's like
forget Madrid. We're not talking about Hazard and Real Madrid. We're literally only talking about Chelsea. To be totally honest with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a sad story for him to go, man. He could have kept playing, man. I don't know. We didn't want to. What? There's no redemption song. Don't want to bring his career back. But yeah, he earned his bread. He won stuff. So big up him, man. Definitely deserves a shout out.
Part of that generation as well. Belgium.
What's he saying? Is it a lot clearer?
Let's see.
Okay, go on. Try to talk. Let's see what we're going to say. What was you going to say then?
Yeah. Was it a lot clearer now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but basically I was talking about the Arsenal sweet game, man. Like that VAR decision on Michael Oliver. Apparently he had like a couple games in like Saudi Arabia like last week. Like getting triple his wages, and there's like a linkage with Etihad and the Arab owners, so it's kind of like some corruption, man, because the VAR decisions ain't really been patterned, man.
This is what Arsenal fans are doing?
No.
He's not an Arsenal fan.
Nah, I'm Arsenal, man, but I'm being unbiased, bro. I'm just calling this what it is.
He's not won the game, man.
What you not saying? Nah, man, but if it went the other way...
Jeez, insufferable. This is what you want to do. What decision did he do any bad refereeing in that game? The red cards. The red cards.
The second one.
Yeah.
And then the second one as well. It should have been the yellow. Didn't get yellow.
Yeah, well, no, I said the red cards. There weren't no red cards. He should have got sent off in at Coventry. Yeah, them tackles was a bit shaky. Yeah, I hear you, man.
Outside of that, he refereed well.
Yeah.
He's one of the good ones, man.
He's not won the game, man. This ain't fair, man.
Even though it was bad, deflected goal, but cool, you won the game, man. That's the main thing, innit? You got the 3 points.
Got the points, you got the goals, man.
That's what I mean. That's it, man.
Yeah, but hopefully the decision just go well because it could ruin the game moving forward, man. Like VAR's there to call out dodgy decisions and it's still a bit shaky. But yeah, let me leave it there though, man.
All right, then, cool.
Thank you. So in future, Jeremiah, it really sounds better when it is that you call via WhatsApp. So keep that in mind, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you,
All
brother.
right, say no more. Love Brent, man.
Later.
Shout out to you, man. See you.
Yeah, you don't have to win your next game because if you don't, then it'll just be pointless. Like beating Man City. You ain't beaten Man City in time.
Sorry.
I was on the phone to someone and the man was saying to me, "Don't feel real." Like the man said to me, "Don't feel real beating Man City." I said, "Brother, it can't be that bad." He goes, "Yeah, but we ain't won since Wenger days." I was really? So yeah, 2015 or something like that. We beat them in a cup, but in the league, we ain't won in a while. I goes, "Oh."
Did you watch the game?
I did. It was kind of. They weren't like a. It was more of a chess where they didn't have De Bruyne and.
So it was very tactical.
Yeah, obviously didn't have Martinelli to start with, and Saka was like not really, there weren't really much going on in the game. Think about it, Haaland didn't really have any shots.
Sounds like a great game to me. We nullified Haaland.
It's not just it's the way that the team set up and that everybody was so narrow and a lot of the game took place in the midfield because it weren't just Haaland and Ketia never really had nothing.
What's called, didn't it?
The nines, the way that it was set up, none of the nines was involved in that game. You get me? So you can spin the narrative like, yeah, we nullified Haaland, but if you...
To be honest, you comparing Nketiah's gameplay to Haaland, I don't understand.
I'm not comparing the game. I'm talking about the positions.
I'm
talking about the way that the team...
Don't say that them nullifying
the way the teams were set up. All right, you know what?
I remember him having one shot. That's what I'm saying. I can't even remember. Nketiah.
Why are we talking about Nketiah?
No, but he's making this. He said they were both. He said they were both nullified.
Did you see our two centre backs? Imperious. Mwah! Beautiful.
And this is the point I'm making.
Marks, wasn't that art? Was that poetry?
This is the point.
Wasn't it poetry?
The point I'm making, is if you don't go and win your next game, that was just for nothing.
Why you saying it was for nothing? That doesn't make any sense.
You man didn't leave the stadium for time like you won the FA Cup.
Why are you looking to reduce?
No, I'm not reducing
the beauty of that game.
I'm just saying you have to be consistent.
What did we do? What did we do? Because the mic is very close to it, so I can kind of hear you. What did we do before we went to that particular game? Did we not lose?
I can't remember who you played.
We were in Europe. We lost.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So this idea of if it is you don't win the next one, you're finished. I don't know what
No,
that
no,
means.
I'm not saying
The next game's Chelsea.
Yes, it's
I'm not-
Chelsea.
No,
And
yeah, that's after international break. I'm not saying you're finished. I'm just saying you have to keep up the consistency.
this is life. This is football, 100%.
I was actually happy that they beat them, man, because then now at least
It kind of slows them down a bit.
slow City down, yeah, man. The league's open again, man, and there's other people doing well in and around it. So means we might actually get like a proper decent fight. I mean, I still expect City to put it together and do more of the same, and Rodri's back and whatnot. But still, man, everybody's in with a fighting chance, man. Let's
Rodri's
go.
a big miss, you know, like a real. He's done well, bro.
Yeah,
Well done.
Saka's a
You know what I
big
mean?
miss. The guy who you all said that everything just revolves around. We can't win games without Saka.
Kind of does.
That's not
though.
true. He's
like
just
I know it's not true now. Everybody knows it's not true now.
87 games on the spin that he started for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of games. So kind of a lot goes through him, no? When he your top goal scorer last season?
Sorry, I'm confused.
Was he your top goal scorer last season?
You're proving my point that you feel that our importance just revolves around Saka.
No, I'm not saying just, but he is your.
100%. But I don't care about that. It's our player. Do you understand? He's supposed to be turning up.
I'm not saying he's not. That's not what
My
I'm
friend,
saying.
my friend. How are you feeling about United?
We're hearing it. We're just floating along in a minute.
How you feeling about Tottenham? Y'all think they could be
Contenders.
hold on to that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly. If he asked me this after Christmas, then, do you know what I mean? If they're still,
I have to go and look at their schedule and their fixtures and that, and see what kind of tough runs they got coming and stuff like that. They got knocked out of League Cup already, innit?
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah, so it's already less
the whole
football for
side.
them to play.
Yeah, so did City.
If
Yeah,
injuries
they only
go
got
their
the
way,
league to focus on, really. They're still in the FA Cup, though, no?
I'm screwed because I believe they'll finish top 4 now. Just with this start now, they'll finish top 4.
They only got the FA. They only got the league to really focus on. That's that Liverpool done that a while back as well. When they only really had.
And what if Ange keeps his record all season? Then they'll definitely finish top 4. Ange hasn't lost at home in England in British football. Not even English, just like in British football, he has not lost a home game. Huh?
Eventually
it'll happen, innit? He's got to play City. But nah, I don't know, man. But more power to them, man.
Boy, top 4 is looking like a.
Who you calling it for? Top 4, top 5. Sorry, don't say top 4, top 5, because that's qualification, right?
Nah, they're definitely in there. I'm gonna say. Not in any order, just top 5.
That's fine.
No, we're not doing that. Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, United.
Yeah,
we'll be in there. We'll come good. Might take us a while, but we'll come good.
There it is.
Mr. Emoji.
That's cool, man. That's all right. Blind faith. That's all right, man.
Well, where do you reckon you finish?
Us?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the top 4, top 5. Okay. Yeah. That's comfortable, to be honest. Comfortable.
Fair enough, I hear you. We'll see after Christmas when like a few more games have been played. A couple teams in the top 5 or top 6 have played each other by that time. We'll see what's looking like.
Who's your next game?
Sheffield.
We should beat that.
Home away.
Doesn't even matter.
Don't matter. And then it's City after that.
Actually, no, I've had this attitude towards teams. And we'll be fucking up still, so I don't know.
It's City after that Sheffield United game. It's either Sheffield, Chelsea then City, or Sheffield then City.
We could do City.
As they stand now, yeah.
No, we could do City because obviously that's different.
Why are you looking like that?
I don't understand.
Why are you looking like that?
Smoking.
There's been you know how many years where we've been medium, we played City.
Yeah, even when Ollie was in charge, Ollie was beating them. What are you talking about?
That's a derby. It's different. You don't know what it's like.
Yeah, it's not.
You know what I'm trying to say? You don't relax, man.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same.
It's a different story.
They will beat you, man, for
if it's at home. Is it home?
I don't even know.
If it's at
it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
we could beat them at. We beat them at Etihad as well, though.
Yeah.
Nice them. 3-0.
Listen, man, for an Arsenal fan to be on the phone to me and say, "Listen, this win does not feel real," that says enough. So we're not doing the same thing. We're not.
All right, well, I'm hungry, man.
Yeah,
Hopefully there's
you would never have me on the phone saying that, and I'm an Arsenal fan. So I don't know why it is you're just counting the entire Arsenal fan base.
There's probably a
just
few
off
man
back
like
of your
that.
friendship
Remember,
with
I
that
can
guy.
hear them when Arsenal scored and all that, and you man were
It
in
was
the
an
stadium
important
for
win.
time.
It was an important win.
Like it was the FA Cup final what I mean? Like,
Do you know how many times we've lost against City?
A
To
lot.
finally get that win. I can understand that.
It's like when you man used to get beat up by Bolton back in the day.
Yeah.
That was
Bolton's like a
voodoo team for you.
yeah. I'm sure you'll have your own voodoo team.
Who though? Not really.
But y'all can form new
No, we
habits
just
now. You're in a different era now.
Nah, we're just
You're gonna start picking up a whole set of new habits.
we're just terrible. Man.
Traditions.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
I hear that. What? Win next, Chef? Guaranteed?
I believe.
Then it's-
I have hope. I have faith.
Then it's City?
Yeah, then City.
Win? 2 wins on the trot?
Two
yeah?
wins on the trot.
Two for two?
2 for 2.
I like that. I love it, man. I love it. All right.
All right, man. Let's get into our outros, please.
Okay. That's what you're talking to Manuel about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I said nope.
Oh, because it's not confirmed.
No, yeah, I'll tell you that.
Right. All right.
Well, thanks for tuning in. We've made it to the end of a great show. Get me? Thank you for everybody taking part. What's the likes at, Brent?
The likes are 167. They don't want to see Esther back.
You lot are sick because Esther says she's not coming back and it's just 200 likes. And this is what you lot done. That is crazy.
You know she's interviewing Jackie Anna tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah, man. Big
see,
things.
That's cold. Where is she doing that?
Black Breakfast.
Oh, yeah, she said, right?
Yeah, she did tell you.
Yeah, you lot go down there. I ain't going to be here. I will be there.
Oh, you gone, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So if I was here, I'd be there. Definitely. Always support my sister. You know what that is. So I'm just giving you that time to get 200 likes because obviously I wanted to come back. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, it's creeping up quick.
if you lot can do it, you know she's a woman of her word as well. She don't play, so
Yeah, she doesn't.
yeah, if you lot could do that for me kindly, I'd appreciate it.
Thank you again for coming through. Rich, can we expect you tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Amazing.
Good.
I wonder if we could do something special just for Rich. Sometimes I wonder what.
What we wondering?
Do that. Do that. Sir.
I'm not fucking do that properly.
No.
Oh. I got there in the end.
You've done it. It's nothing.
And I think you could also do that. Like rock on.
Oh. Like that. Or together, just what?
That one don't seem to be clicking.
Oh, but this one.
Peace out, man.
That's the one.
Oh, shit. Okay.
All right, I don't think people want to move it to 200.
No, it's cool.
They want her gone. They want more of Kevin Conlon in.
Who?
Kevin.
Oh.
All right, well, we tried, man. So if Esther don't come back, that's on you, lot, man. That's crazy.
She'll come back, man.
No, don't do that. When she hears this, she's like, is that right?
What, they couldn't even get 200 likes for her? You think she's going to wake up? Are you crazy?
Esther's coming back, man. Come on, man. She's stronger than that, man. She's coming back, man.
Guess we'll see tomorrow, innit? You know?
That's what we expect you. So,
Well, all right then. Like I said, it's been a great show, man. You don't know the routine. There's bare things I have to say here, but I ain't saying them, man. I'm gone. I'm gone, man. Peace out. Ciao, man. See you in the morning.
Peace.
Peace.